Welcome, welcome, welcome. I hope you're all having a great day. It's time for Inspire Insults in the Introduction Show. This is Johnny Small Pepper, and this is the Johnny Small Pepper Experience. I want to thank each and every one of you for coming. I want to introduce you with a quick clip here for show for Jimmy Pickles Seeds. Here we go. Hey guys, welcome to the show. I hope you can all hear me. Can I get a thumbs up if you guys can hear me, guys, in the chat? If you can hear my voice, that'd be great. I hope everyone is having a fantastic day. We should be going. I think I might have, I might have cut into the time to go live. I don't know if it's gone live yet officially, but we'll see. Can you let me know if you can hear me, guys? 1, 2, 3, yeah. All right, fantastic. Here we go. We're going to start off with the introduction. for everyone for coming on. Come on in, sit back, enjoy. We got a lot to go through today. A lot of great people in here. Stay tuned. We got a great show for you. I hope you're all having a great day out there, guys. It's going to be a slow day. I know that because we've been having a lot of premieres and a lot of people are going for vacation. So I just wanted to hold this to let everyone know that there's some consistency out here. And, for whatever it's worth, welcome. What a great day to be alive, guys. got so many good reasons to be happy, and thankful. Thanksgiving is here, and I want to tell you something. You need to be thankful. We all do, for all the things that we have, not for the things we don't have. Having life, air in our lungs, that is basically where it's at, guys. It's basically where it's at. The rest of it is up to you, one step at a time. And many people are having some real challenging times out here. So one of the things I wanted to share with everyone today is some of the uplifting things that we can all think of. For whatever it's worth, guys, there's a lot of people out there that had a great Thanksgiving. There's a lot of people out there that are looking into a dark holiday because of losses this year. I put some of those people at the beginning of the video here, guys. We'll be talking a little bit about them later, hopefully. You know how I get. I just forget stuff after a while. So anyway, welcome, Ted Off the Hook. I want to thank you for being here. Oracles and Beyond, thank you very much for being here. Nicole Michelle, thank you so much. Fantastic. Awesome. Thanks, Randy. Appreciate you being here, bud. Grandma Ducky, hope you're all doing awesome. Hope you had a great Thanksgiving. I want to thank you for coming in and always being a supporter of me. I tell you, I'm a big supporter of you, and I know that you've been going through some stuff as well. Just know that I have, and we all have, some great stuff ahead of us. For every day that we are alive, guys, we have an opportunity to be happier than we were yesterday, and that's our choice. Being angry, sad, happy, glad, it's all our choice. We have control over our lives, no one else. God has that path for us, but we can determine if we're going to be happy or sad. That's not anyone but our choice. And if you're going to be successful or not successful, those are things also that you can take hold of tomorrow. Maybe we'll do a show on that as well. Lex, you're a legend, but I want to tell you, I put a slide up front in the beginning of this presentation for you, my man. Lex, I want to let everyone know here, I saw Lex do something that was so touching. It was the best live show I've ever seen on YouTube because of the heart that Lex has. I'm going to leave it at that. Lex, you know what I'm talking about. You are a legend, my man. Burpee Yoga Uncle, I want to thank you for being in here. Thank you, sir. Thank you. You've been trying to catch up on everyone's slides here. I'm having to reorganize. I just can't manage the number of accounts I have. This last week, guys, has been epic. I think I added 70,000 views this last week alone, guys. Maybe last 2 weeks. I'd have to go look at that. But think about what that means. That's huge difference in views. So one of the things you get from that are a ton of new followers. I think one of them I had between 50 and 100. I could never figure out what YouTube was saying. Thank you, Randy. Fantastic. Welcome. We'll shout you out next week. I'll look for your new sub. Hey, Cole, how you doing, bud? Cole's an awesome dude. This guy has a beautiful family, and he's big into racing, as I am. I bumped into him about 2 weeks ago, and since then, I haven't really been able to catch too much of his programming, just because he's like me. We're coming and going. Life is very busy for us. Hey, Cole, thanks for coming in. Appreciate you being here. Blistering Barnacles, thank you for being here, bud. You know, I saw, I keep my programs at the same time. I saw there was another premiere for one of my favorite channels, Abandoned and Forgotten Whales. And I was thinking of delaying it, but I do this show at the same time every week, and maybe we can coordinate next time and I can do a raid on his show. How does that sound? That'd be awesome. We got 12 in here, guys. It's going to be a slow week, but I want to welcome everyone. Open-minded wanderer, thank you for being here. Fantastic. I think you've been shouted out this week as well. Thank you for being here. I really appreciate it. And you're a regular here. Just feel at home and get to know the crew. Thanks for coming. Asang, welcome. Thank you so much for coming. I really appreciate that. And I believe, let me see here if I can. Let me see if I can give you a jacket here. No, I have to give you one next week. I'll have to give you one next week, okay? I'm having a hard time seeing my own stuff on my own channel, so no big deal, guys. Blistering Barnacles, the big guy here, he was shouted out this week too as being a contributor to the channel. It's a great weekend not to be here on this channel, guys. It's a great weekend to be doing something, be getting out of the house, going to the coffee shop, going to the beach, going to the forest, going to a hiking trail. If you don't have anyone to be with, go outside and engage life. That's what I'm saying. Hey, big movie fan. How you doing, bud? Big movie fan. A real big channel. A lot of people go to, I honestly, I don't go to the channel that much. And it's not because I don't like your stuff at all. I've been to your channel like twice. I'm having a hard time managing my own channel, dude. But hey, listen, I promise I'm going to go check it out. I'm going to write a note here because I've known you for a year, and it's on me, but. Big movie fan is a staple in so many different chats, guys. A really well-respected channel, and I honestly I can't even get to the channel, guys, anymore. It's getting crazy. But anyway, I want to thank you for coming. Big movie fan, great channel, guys. Check them out. We'll get you a jacket next week, but Emily, how you doing, Emily? Welcome to the channel. Hope you're doing well. We got 14 in the house. We're not expecting a big crowd today, and that's okay. It's holiday weekend. I did this show specifically so everyone would have a place to go on Saturday, and I hope you're all having a great week. I hope if you haven't had a great week, because a lot of people are struggling, you come here and we can have some fun. Forget our trouble. This is like going golfing right now. You get out here, you come in, you have a good time, you meet some people, you say hi to the friends. Welcome to the channel, guys. Emily, great seeing you. Hey, Charms, how you doing? Charms Joy is a great channel, guys. One of the staples here. I'm going to add you to the list of supporters here for the channel, Charms Joy. I just wrote a note for next week. I kept my promise to everyone this last week that I'd include. So next week you'll be shouted out, not this Monday, but the following Monday. Charms Joy is a great channel, always been a supporter of mine. And I'm just starting to catch up, guys. You would not be surprised if I told you that up to 10 minutes before this show, I didn't have this video cooked. Because the way I do it is there was a glitch in something, and I found out what caused the glitch. So I backed those out, and it took me till 10 minutes before the show. That's why I had the show originally at 1:30, and I switched it to 1 because I got it all done, man. I couldn't believe it. I only got about 55, 60 new followers this week out of the 100 and some that I gained. But just, guys, understand that I'm trying to keep up. I can't even get to the comments. If you look at the comments, I can't even get to those because it's more important that you know I'm on here and you have a place to come meet once a week. than it is for me to get immediately back. I'll get to those next week, guys. It's a holiday weekend. I hope you understand. And again, Charms Joy, you'll be mentioned next week. You'll be shouted out. Guys, if you are not following Lex, pick Lex up. Lex, would one of the moderators drop Lex's link, please? Thank you so much. You guys are the best. Tin Magna Fishing. You were in the shout out last week. I want to thank you for being here. I had to take out some slides. I thought yours was one of the corrupt ones. It wasn't. Turns out that I had to take off all the pictures because they were just dogging the program down so much. So I'll add those back in. As soon as I figure out what the glitch was, I'll do that. Tin Man Magna Fishing, a great account, guys, to be following. A big supporter here and a supporter of many channels, guys. Many, many, many channels. These are the guys you want to pick up. Tin Man Magna Fishing. You should have a jacket. And if you don't, I'll make sure you have one next week. Thanks so much for coming. Bud Files. Welcome, 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 Bud Files. It's great seeing you. Bud Files, you are not in this week. You are in next week. I had you in my mind for a total of 2 hours when I put it together. And then, as I was mentioning, the whole thing went to the foots. And I never got you added in here. The Bud Files is going to be one of the main focus accounts for next week because of all the support they provide, so many, along with Starries, Lost and Found, and a few other accounts, Shane from Ohio River History, etc. Mike's Fishing Home is going to be another one that supports a ton of folks. So there's going to be a number of key accounts, guys, that we're going to mention. I hope you come back and join us next week. Guys, thanks for sharing all the links. I got the best moderators in the world out here. All right, I'm going to go back down to the bottom and try to catch up. Linda's Mixed Up Mess. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Nez, I don't, I'll get back to you here, Linda, in a second. So, Nez, you are mentioned in the beginning for prayers. I want to let you know, Nez came up to me and said, I'm so sorry I haven't been able to make your program. I said, I don't care. What's going on? She says, I just haven't been feeling well. She had a program last night, and I was on it for hours. And one of the cool things is she actually showed up and she was sick. And she's just getting over this crud that she has. Good to see you, Nez. And, you know, life is more important than you, by far, by a million times. Thanks for being here. I don't care if you just can come in and leave and lay back down. It's just awesome seeing you back on the scene again. Handicapped Traveler, welcome. Great account, guys. Someone to pick up. Hey, Abandon, you know what I was thinking? It would be really good for you and me to coordinate your premieres, so I can do a raid on your channel. I was just thinking about that today because I saw I was going live during it. I really felt creepy, but I had the same times always. By the way, guys, you will see on my community tab, Abandoned and Forgotten Whales. On the Abandoned and Forgotten Whales, guys, I want to let you know that at the very beginning of all the chaos, right? You'll see at the very beginning of my slides a special mention for Abandoned and Forgotten Whales. Why? Well, Abandoned and Forgotten Whales is one of the folks that is out of the and his videos are so good. They're in such a caliber different and better than most on YouTube that I put a special mention right after the slides that are playing now. Check out Abandoned and Forgotten Whales. This guy is He's truly an explorer, and he scares the crap out of everyone, but that makes it exciting because he's very safe and he's very knowledgeable about what he does. Band of Forgotten Wells, thanks for coming in. Hey, Mercian, how you doing, man? Oh, guys, it's so good seeing. I have followed this dude all the way back, and the stuff this guy finds, it's amazing what he finds. Talk about down to earth, great channel. If one of the moderators out there would drop the Mercian metal detecting channel, I want to tell you guys, this guy is epic. He doesn't produce a ton of content like many people do. His content is just good. And I followed him now for about 8 months. Welcome to the channel. Thanks for coming in, bud. We'll get your link shared out there, and we'll get you some folks. Feel free to follow anyone you need to out there. 351, you're a legend, bud. Thanks for being here as always. 351, guys, is a huge supporter of me. If you're not following 351, you're not following Ned's Lover, you're not following Cheap Peter Life. I want to tell you something. These are accounts, guys, that you're going to meet other accounts on, and there's only good people allowed. You're going to get quality followers that will actually support you. Welcome, 351. Thank you so much for everything. Nez, thank you so much for everything. Sheena, thank you so much for everything. Lex, thank you so much for everything. You have all been mentioned in the moderators in the other section because of your contributions here. Thank you so much. Dude, your channel's great. I mean, I don't get to it as much as I want to. I don't even get to my own channel. Do you know, I bought technology for this computer, guys. I bought technology to change my voice into infinite, and I haven't been able to hook it up. I can't even make content because I'm so busy. So I just understand, guys, there's something I need to do better, and we're going to talk about that in one of my videos. A diet and a menu for success on YouTube. I think everyone needs to find a path through YouTube because right now it is a cesspool of shorts, longs, lives, right? We need to provide some guidance for ourselves. Whether you choose one system or the other is not up to me, right? I mean, that's up to you. But what I want to do is provide some ideas for your clarity so you can go about your attack better. It's chaotic trying to keep everyone happy. So what you've got to do is you got to be like a business on YouTube. You got to treat accounts like a business. If they don't support you, the hell with them. If they support you, great. But you've got to be consistent, and they've got to be consistent, right? So we're going to probably have to do a video on that. Welcome, everyone. It's so great seeing everyone here. We got 22 in the house, which is way more than I thought we'd have today, guys. Thanks for being here. Snugster 101. That's Snugster 101. Thank you for coming, bud. Awesome seeing you here. Snugster 101 has been here for the last 3 weeks, guys. I want to tell you, I think you actually were shouted out last week in the video, maybe even this week. I lost track. I had so much going on. But anyway, my point is, the Snugster showed up for many weeks now. It's a great time to check out the channel, and one of the moderators would share the link out. That'd be fantastic, as I know you already have done. You guys are the best. Angela Critters, welcome. Thank you for coming in today. I'm going to try to get to people here so I get them when they come in, and then I'll talk about them later. David's Hiking Fishing. Congratulations. Well, we got 150 person here. These are the guys you want to meet, folks, right? They want to climb. They want to support. Let's share the link out. David's Hiking Fishing. Make sure you subscribe, my man. And if I could ask, make sure you hit the thumbs up, guys. It's free. And if I could ask all the people that can, which is basically anyone anymore, I could ask you to share this link out for this broadcast, that would be great. We'll get more people coming in. We got 22 in the house, which is more than I thought we'd get today. Thank you all for all the share outs and all the likes. Moderators, I want to thank you for being here. Regular supporters, I want to thank you for being here too. Without you guys, the channel just wouldn't exist. We have fun here, and that's all that we want to have. Linda's mixed up mess. Thanks again for showing up. I really appreciate it. You know, I cannot say enough about Abandoned Forgotten Whales. He's a moderator. I mentioned him there. I mentioned him in the first 7 slides because his account is so good. This account is so worthy to follow that you need to follow it just to make sure that you know if you're living a life of choice. This guy lives his life of choice, and he chooses to do these things, and it's incredible, guys. You should check it out. Abandoned Forgotten Whales. Angela Critters is an account that's very supportive around tons of other folks. Around everywhere I see her, a fantastic Southern cook. And as you know, a doctor talking to a Southerner about their diet is not going to work. Why? Because the food is so good. And Angela, let me tell you something. Can she cook up a dish? Forget it. I get fat looking at her dishes. And I love looking at them because that's where I used to live for a lot of my life. So, Angela, welcome. Thank you so much for being here and being part of the channel. Ross Durrell, thanks so much for being here. I appreciate you coming, bud. I was just on Ross's channel the other day. Good channel, guys. You should check this dude out. I see him more in the UK, but now he's starting to come over here. He's on Sheena's Keto World Life too, folks. And you all know Sheena. I'll talk a little bit about her channel in a little bit. Thanks, Rasta. Appreciate it, bud. You know, Nez is one of those people that you can't define her. All you could do is try to comprehend. And you can figure out kind of a Nez-ish type of person. But the good thing about her is her conversation is intelligent. Her people are very witty and sharp. And she is very artsy, but she is more than that. She's a Christian, a very strong Christian, and she has a group around her that requires that you be pretty sharp-witted. And what I mean by that is these people have some smarts, right? And there's always some good banter too. Nez Lover has a fantastic account. If you're not following her, she is probably one of the better supporters on YouTube that I know. And that says a lot. Nez Lover, thanks for being here today. I hope you're feeling good. Thanks, Snugster. Appreciate it, bud. You know, guys, Sheena's Keto Life, she's going to have to change her channel, I think, name, because her channel is morphing so much. She has a great deal that she's working out with ketovore and all of her talks, and it's about holistic and about taking care of yourself, healing, spirituality and stuff. Fitness, she does her walks, which I think she's insane, 10,000 steps. That's what a nurse does in like 8 hours. And she's a nurse. But anyway, my point is, Sheena's channel is very similar. We have very similar personalities. And we both just appreciate the hell out of each other. We've been around each other for a long time. And ever since her channel began way back when, I was a member. I don't know how many people she had, but it doesn't matter. We've always been together on YouTube. And it gets stronger the more we appreciate each other. And one of the things that Sheena's known for is her inspiration and positive thought. You know, on both of our channels, We believe in being positive. We believe in taking control of your life. We believe that we want good people around us, and if we want negativity and hate, that's gone. We'll just get rid of it. Guys, one of the things about Sheena is if you go to her channel, you're going to meet a community of people that is fantastic. And it's because of her. She's such a wonderful person and always has been. And I remember one of her gardening episodes so long ago, right when I first got on. This is like a year ago when I first got on, a little over a year, because I've only been on a year. And one of the cool things about Sheena Ketovore Life is that her channel keeps on morphing, and it's going to morph again, because she's like the person who is running a marathon, and she is finally turning the bend where all the fans are, and this is where she comes out and just finally figures out that she's a performance machine, and she is, guys. She really is. She's a wonderful person. She's got a great inspirational channel. You'll love her folks that she has on there, and her banter is hilarious. I mean, if you can go on there and not chuckle, I don't know. I think you need a coffin or something. Winnie Witch, thank you. Winnie Witch, thanks for coming in. That crazy game clip. I forgot, I have, not only are you mentioned in this video, but I want to thank you for being here. On the Monday shout out, you'll be mentioned as well, that crazy, just for being a channel supporter, and just for being so engaged. I really appreciate it. There's I was looking, let me hear. There's 122 million active daily YouTube users. There's 1 billion hours of video watched a day on YouTube. 1 billion hours a day. The total number of monthly YouTube users is 2.6 billion, guys. You think some guy that you're competing against is your competition? You're out of your mind. That person doesn't even matter. If you don't have 1 million subscribers, no one even knows who you are. They don't know who I am, except our community, right? And that's what we're helping, trying to grow. We build our community, we build our breadth, and therefore we all can reach the goals of whatever we want to, right? For me, it's fun. I'm only out here for fun. Anything else other than that is, I think it's secondary. William Newell, welcome. Thanks for coming in. Appreciate it. We got 23 in the house, guys. I want to thank you all for being here. It's a tough weekend to have a show, tough weekend for premieres. I'm telling you, if you get 10 people at a premiere, you're a rock star. Guys, William Newell's been showing up here on a regular basis. Check out his channel. You're always looking for the people that are consistent, which means they're going to be supporters. These are the people that you want to have subscribed to. If you get people that just show up and they disappear, you don't know if they're dumping your channel after 6 months. You don't know. But the people that are going to come around, those are the ones you want on your channel. They have to come around. They have to be positive. They have to be motivational, right? They have to have some contribution or some qualities you want to be around. And it's awesome. William, thanks for being here. And I mean that. Thanks for coming in. If you all haven't caught A Band of Forgotten Whales on my community tab, I will share out his link to his latest premiere, in which again he has proved that he's a lunatic. And if you don't know that for a fact, then you need to go watch the premiere, which will be on my community tab when I'm done. Blistering Barnacles is probably one of the top, along with the Bud Files, along with Sheena, along with Nez Lover, Nicole from Canal. Yeah. But there's so many people that come and provide support to massive numbers of accounts. those people, guys, are the ones that have a purpose on here, and they're trying to accomplish a goal. Those are the people you want to be attached to, not the ones that show up every 5 years, right? And that may sound cold and callous, but it's absolutely true. Think about this as a business. And if you think about it as a business and where you're going to invest your time, the thing is, you can be all nice and everything, but you eventually got to pay your bill. Your bill is your time. Your time means that you got X number of hours in the day. And if in fact that you only have X number of hours in a day, what you need to figure out is where you're going to spend it. Are you going to spend it on people you're trying to get comeback? The hell with them. The hell with them. There's people that haven't been to my channel once in a year, and I've been to their channel 20 times. Guess where I'm not going? Figure it out. It's not mean, guys. It's called Diet and a Menu. We're going to talk about it. Again, mercy and metal detecting. This guy is epic. What he can find in the ground, we can't find here in the USA, guys. We can find Revolutionary War artifacts. We can find arrowheads from, the ancient tribes that roamed the United States before it was settled. But this guy's going to show you stuff in the ground that you just can't even imagine, guys. It's an account that you definitely want to check out. Winning Witch, I want to thank you for coming in. As always, being a top supporter. You're going to be in next week's shout out, Winnie. Thanks so much for coming in. I forgot the bud files too. Like, what am I thinking? Anyway, Winnie Witch, thanks so much for your support. Thanks for coming in all the time. And I want to thank you for your continued, support of the channel. It really means a lot. Nicole, thanks for all you do. Sheena, thanks for all you do. Lex, thank you for all you do. Blistering Barnacles, thank you for all you do. Autistic Angler, thank you for coming in, buddy. Thanks for coming in. I'm going to make sure you're subscribed, but I think you are. Stick around, find some people, Autistic Angler. We'll get you armored up here next week with the jacket. Check out a few of the folks' channels here. Welcome to the channel. Again, I think I've seen you in here before, so thanks for coming again, by the way. I think you were here a few weeks ago. For whatever it means, thanks for being here, and I appreciate you coming. Could we share out the Autistic Angler's link too, please? Thanks, mods. Well, welcome. Kimira is one of the accounts that I'm always engaged with, guys. One of the moderators would please list the link. This is an account that's known, and guys, you may not have heard of this account, but you need to. They're engaged in conversation in very good people's chats, and I don't even mention some people's rooms that I go into, guys, because it's and I think you all have this, right? It's where you go to get away. And this person is one of those folks that's in those rooms. And I'm going to leave it at that. Top quality person, contributor, and very loyal and returning. Thanks for coming in. I really appreciate you being here. We'll drop your link. Moderators are already on top of it. And we'll make sure that you have some folks to check out. Please check out Kieran. Yeah, it's awesome, man. We got, I could turn this music up and just level the place. And I got permission from one of the top screaming rock band guys, right? And he said, "Oh, go ahead and use me." He goes, "I give you permission." And I'm like, "Okay, that's good, but I can't do it that way." I need to actually get permission. He goes, here's my video proof. And he gave me permission to use his band music. But I can't figure a way to get the MP4 downloaded. So I've got to make sure that I get that, and then when I do, you guys are going to go, wow, that's pretty crazy music. And I'm going to go, yeah, but he said I can use it. It's awesome. Anyway, guys, 26 in the house. Thank you all for being here. Thank you for dropping Shaz's link, guys. 2 people that we all center around. Actually 3. AAP Variety Channel, which is a member here. If I had memberships, I don't even know if I can have. But Shaz73 and A Secret Blackbird. Those are the ones that I consider home-based because of my friendship with them, and their accounts that are staples. I've watched their accounts continue to massively grow. I think one guy picked up 300 followers in the last month. I'm at 2 for, I think it's about 100 a week now. And I will tell you guys, if you're not using shorts, you're missing the boat for that. Now, I have a goal to get 5,000 followers. That was my goal. That's my permanent goal, right? And so I set it for 2023, and I'm a little bit ahead of that goal, but my point is shorts can help you hit that goal. Look at my shorts. Look at how random they are. Go to people's short accounts who use shorts and go to their accounts and look at what's random. Everyone will admit they don't understand what is successful and isn't. I do 5 a day. I do 5 shorts a day, and I try to make them fun, quick, keep them under, the goal is to keep them under 10 seconds, guys. I don't keep all of them under 10 seconds, but the goal is the 9 seconds or less are the top most successful ones. Sheen has started some shorts that look really good. I mean, they seem like they have a lot of production stuff, but I'm sure there's an app or something like that maybe she uses, or maybe she's just incredibly gifted. But my point is, shorts will help you. I think in this last month, 71,000 views for shorts alone on my channel. 71,000 views. That's amazing. And the number of new subscribers is off the hook. So make sure in your shorts you ask and pin to the top, please subscribe and like. If you want to, and say, if you subscribe, you'll get the pin, right? Cemeteries Down Under, welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm going to try to catch up here and stop babbling. We got 27 in the house, guys. Thanks so much for being here. I got another beer. We're drinking Pacifico. I didn't have enough time to get all the Mitchell out. I'm like, what the hell? I just made. I'm just like, I almost didn't make it. So I'm just happy to have beer. Radio Jonesy. This guy knows more musicians in one fingernail tip, the hair on the knuckle, right below any fingernail, than I have in 15 bodies. Radio Jonesy. If you're not following Radio Jonesy, he has another one, and I can't. Radio Jonesy, if you type that in, moderators, if you would drop Radio Jonesy's link, he's a broadcaster, he has a voice just like mine. He never gets to finish any comment he makes in America because someone will always run over him like a railroad track. He has more to say and never gets to say it. That's why I want him on my show, but you have to get him to respond sometimes. So I mention that every time. Anyway, my point is that Radio Jonesy has so many different. He's from Tasmania, and his lifestyle is a little bit different, but his talent set is so unique, guys, and you'll know when you go watch it. Radio Jonesy, and he has a broadcasting link where he does online shows and stuff. But one of the people he had on was a musician that we all know.
And I'd blow the name if I said it right now, but I was just enthralled. Radio Jonesy, it's a pleasure to have you here. As always, I appreciate you showing up, and I appreciate you always supporting the channel. You'll be in next week's call out. We'll share your links out, and if you share the other name of the Aussie link, radio, I think something like that, we'll share that out as well. Guys, I want to tell you something about this man right here on the screen, Lex. I saw Lex do something for someone the other day that was totally selfless. And it was done, and we all had tears in our eyes because it was a gesture that was so meaningful. On the other end was a guy, and I'm not going to tell the guy. I'm not going to tell exactly what it was. That would ruin it. But on the other end was a guy with a family who Lex touched by his absolute and massive generosity. And it was the best live program I've ever seen on YouTube, period, in a year. And I'm going to tell you why it was so good. Because Lex changed the family's trajectory. And you don't get those opportunities. And I found it by accident. I came into the room, and here was a box sitting there. And Lex is a legend in my mind, period, done. Lex got in the first slides in this whole deck because it was so touching what Lex did. If you know Lex, you're going to find a person who has a huge heart, and I think modest means, but he makes a difference in people's lives. He's made a difference in mine because I met him. Thanks, Lex. Outdoors with Big Matt. Welcome, bud. You know, on the first, I think the first slide or two of the deck today, and it'll be in the shoutouts, is Big Matt's looking for his goddaughter and Natalie. You can go to Outdoors with Big Matt, and you can find the link, Lost Natalie. As a parent, you never want to lose your child, ever. You never want to lose a goddaughter, never want to lose a nephew, nothing. They don't know where she is. And any way you can help share out that link is a way to help maybe bring this precious kid home to a family, guys. Outdoors with Big Matt, and then you can go find the post about Natalie. Big Matt's been a friend of mine for a long time on YouTube. Thanks for coming in, Matt. Thanks for dropping the link, bud. Thanks, Roster Up. I appreciate you being here. Jessica Dumpster Girl. Listen, thanks for coming, man. I think you were in last week's shout out. I think you were in last Monday's. And I don't know if you made it in this week because I got totally discombobulated. Everyone's like, what the hell's going on? But anyway, yeah, that's fantastic. Mount Chifi. By the way, you're in this week's shout-outs. You'll notice in the a very special spot. Mount Chief, thank you for all you do for my channel. See, you know, I don't get around to everyone's channels that I want to, guys. I can't anymore. And that's on me. But my point is, I get around to the channels. I don't get around them as much as I'd like to. You will find that I do a lot of sharing out, a lot of dropping in chats and then dropping out, right? And sometimes I stay because I just love the content, or it's a perfect time to do that. I'm normally working when I do this, so I have very limited time. I'm also working when I don't do this. So my point is, Mom Shife is one of the biggest supporters of me out there. And you are shouted out this week because of that. Thank you so much. Tom Garvey, you're shouted out this week as well for dropping links and being part of this channel, being part of a network of people that I'm proud to know. And it's great that you show up. It's great that you contribute. And I want to tell you, I was going through this week and your name was on that list. It had to go on this week. Tom Garvey, the Keto Cook, is fantastic. You know, Sheena Ketovore Lifestyle, Ketovore Life is an account that does stuff with keto, talks about keto, does exercise. Tom has a show. He's a wonderful gentleman. He has great guests on. His audience is always engaged. He's just a wonderful person. You know, Tom's one of those accounts where you're just going to want to pick them up because you're going to get better because of them. Thanks for being in here today, bud. We'll drop your link and get you shared out. Here we go. This is the other one, Radio Jonesy. Australian Radio Indie TV. This is the other one, Radio Jonesy, and this account. You guys are going to want to follow both of them because you get to see his work. And he does live broadcasts, and they're usually in the morning because he's in Tasmania, down under, right? But my point is that when you catch one of his shows or the video from one of it, you're going to understand what I'm talking about. It's not fast-paced, but it's when you listen to what he knows of the music industry, it is fascinating, guys, because here's a guy that doesn't, you know, he says one word to every 2,000 of mine, and every one of his words he never gets to mention because everyone talks over him. But he's one of the guys that when he says that one word, you listen. It has meaning. It has deep meaning because he doesn't say a lot, and he chooses his words very carefully. Radio Jonesy and Australian Radio Indie TV. You're going to want to pick up both of those channels, guys. Thanks for sharing links, Gina. Lex, thanks for sharing links. Hey, Simply Jan, I'm going to get up to you. Old Man King Homestead, welcome, welcome, welcome. I just was on his channel the other day. He did a live, and it was really nice. He's talking about generators and stuff. Old Man King Homestead, thank you for coming in. Thanks for being a part of the channel. We'll drop your link. I think we do have a jacket. If not, I'll check on it this week. We'll get you one. Here she is. Hey, Simply Jan. It's finally made it up to you. Now, I was making fun of Jan's cast, but it actually was not nice. Everyone in the whole chat's like, they're like, what's wrong with you, Johnny? And I go, there's a lot of stuff wrong with me. What are you talking about? What's wrong with me? It's endless. And so you don't answer those questions. So everyone then dives in and starts insulting me. Anyway, she's got a cast on, right? And I'm making fun that it's the size of a redwood tree or something like that, and that no one will even notice how big it is. And then I find out the story behind it. It's really sad because it takes a long time for that to heal. Anyway, she's such a wonderful person, and she's on one of the channels that I don't talk about on here because that person's very special, and the people on that channel are very special. Anyway, Simply Jan Homestead is a very special person. I have an unboxing because of her. Then I don't do unboxings, guys. I really don't. So I might do a private one for her and a few people, or I might do it on someone else's show. My point is, Simply Jan Homestead is a wonderful. She's all full of God's love and smile. And she is a spirit, let me tell you. Thanks for coming. It means a lot you made it here today.
You see you just popped in here. Oh, we got Polar Bear. Dude, hey, listen,
I want to say something. Polar Bear is a madman. So Polar Bear goes bowling the other night, right? And there's people whipping balls with 2 hands and 1 hand. They're throwing them halfway down there. He just walks down the calm, cool, and grace of, I don't know, 2 reindeer tied together at the hoof. And he threw the ball down the lane. And I think I did you get a strike? I think he said, I guess a strike. That's because I'm fast. I loved it. It was like, been there, done it. And I think he said he really bowled a good game one day. He like a set of 3 games. I think it was like 6 something, if I'm not mistaken.
oh, good.
Polar Bear, I'm in on hot sauce. But for whatever it's worth, I have something I'll share with you. But Polar Bear is an awesome dude. You should go if you want to find out what an awesome dude this guy is. And I always check in with him. He has videos with his nephew that he fishes in, and this guy is special. And I'm proud to call him a friend. If we'd share his link, that'd be fantastic. I think he's got a jacket anyway, besides his bowling prowess. But Polar Bear is a great dude. I mean, like, solid as it ever gets, and the guy that you want to have backing you. A supporter of so many folks, guys. And his content is precious. It's that good. Thanks for coming, bud. Glacier Shark Outdoors, welcome. Thanks for coming in. Thank you so much for coming in. I appreciate it. Glacier Shark Outdoors, guys, and all the chats and the Mike's Fishing Home and all that stuff, all the shows. Thanks for coming, bud. We'll share out your link too. Our moderators are the best in the world. They'll take care of you. Nicole, thanks for sharing links. Outdoor with Big Matt, thanks for sharing links. Sheena, thanks for sharing links. Bat crap crazy. I'm used to calling that for abandoned and forgotten whales. I'm sorry, that wasn't personal. Thanks, Lex, for sharing links. Bandit Frogster. If you know this, let me tell you something about this woman. Everyone adores her. And it's not what she says, it's how she says it. It's not the joke, it is how it's her. We love her. And when she's in the room, it's like you're mixing American and British. It's awesome. She is a wonderful, absolutely wonderful person. And she's right, she doesn't do a lot of content. But this person on your channel, if you offer, and the fact that she's in here, I can't believe it, because she's very selective. But, thanks for coming in here. And we have, I think I met her first on perhaps Hogleg, but then Avid, I think, too, a lot. And through that, you just get to know people. Thank you so much for coming in. What a joy. This just made my day. Thank you so much for coming in, Frogster. We got 24 in here, guys. We're still doing great. This is way more than I thought we'd get. And, we got Wendy in here. Now, let me tell you something about Wendy. Let me think about something nice to say. Well, she's my best friend forever here on YouTube. She is crazy funny. And she's a little bit out of her mind. And so that, plus I think that's half because of all the dogs she has. But if you need a dog, guys, for Christmas, this is the woman right here. Southern Sewn and Grown. Reach out to her. She has dogs like you can't imagine dogs. She's got dogs on top of dogs on top of dogs that have dogs for dogs. And they give dogs for presents at her house. I wonder if that means that she has a lot of dogs. I think so. I'm really kind of positive that's true. And, for whatever it's worth, um, she might have a dog or two that she wants to get rid of or sell or whatever it is. But my point is, Southern Stone has a great channel, and when she does live, guys, it's great. She's very busy right now, and if you knew her and how busy she's, so type A personality. If you knew her, you know exactly how busy she is. Wendy, thanks so much for coming in, and I always appreciate you. You've been shouted out too this week. Thank you. Abandoned and Forgotten Whales, you've been shouted out this week. Winnie Witch, you'll be shouted out next week. Thank you so much. Hey, Jason Ghost Hunter, guys. Jason Ghost Hunter is going to be on next week. Hey, a quick note here before I get to Jason. I want to congratulate Sheena, Key to Our Life, for reaching all the criteria to lose money and be monetized. So, hey, Sheena, congratulations. She just announced she hit all the check marks for monetization. I got my check marks. I got them all, and then they took them away in one day. And so I had to figure out what they were talking about. Anyway, congratulations, Sheena. That is a huge milestone. And we knew you were working for it. And now I hope you don't mind. Right after that, I turned off all my watch lists. I'm playing playlists for Jason the Ghost Hunter. I'm playing it for Fluff and Stuff. I'm playing it for Sheena. I'm playing it for Thomas, who does 8-hour sleep videos. And I don't mind doing it, guys. It's one of the things that we all should be doing for each other. I have sometimes 15 tabs running with super high internet, right? And I can run 15 tabs at a time. So I have 2 or 3 different channels. So I'll run the JSP2, JSP, and I just run it solo, from outside. So I go in and run the third one, right? And play their playlist. And Jason Ghost Hunter is another one I'm playing, and I just finished up 2 or 3 tabs of his, playing his watch list or playlist. So welcome, Jason Ghost Hunter. It's a pleasure. 351, I appreciate you. Lex, I mean it, man. I want to tell you something. That was very touching, and that's why I left out all the details, because it was touching, and I wanted to stay that way. Professional Paranormal Research, thank you for being here. I'm seeing this account around everywhere, guys. This is an account you want to pick up because they're out being contributors to other people's channels, and they have content for theirs. I can't say that I've been on their channel in the last 4 weeks. I haven't even been on my own channel hardly. But my point is, this person is out there pumping it out, right? They're everywhere trying to build their channel up, which means that you want to pick them up because they'll contribute, and you can contribute back. Me, I've got to get my channel under control. That's what it is, guys. So Professional Paranormal Research, thank you so much for coming. It's great seeing you around everywhere now, and it's a pleasure getting to know you. Jason Ghost Hunter is the account, guys. He just did a live yesterday. It was on that for about a half hour. And it's an account along with Cemeteries Down Under that I watch and listen to. Their programs are normally different times than ours, obviously, because they're in Australia. But I enjoy their content, and you should check out their channels too. If we could put Cemeteries Down Under, moderators, if you could put that Cemeteries Down Under as well as Jason Ghost Hunter. I think Jason Ghost Hunter I've already seen posted. If not, then I know one of the moderators will take care of it. Great seeing you here, Jason. I appreciate you being here today. Oh, we got Big Tim in the house. If you're not a MAGA man, don't be a MAGA man to Big Tim. Just don't do it. Don't do it. Don't. Big Tim and I have known each other going way back. And he's just a strong Christian man. And he's quirky, just like me, right? We're all quirky, I think. We all got our way to do stuff. And Big Tim is fun because I know who he is. I just enjoy him. Big Tim, thanks for being here, bud. We'll share your link out. If you're MAGA, you found the guy to follow. And if you're a born-again Christian or Christian, you're going to doubly love that channel. Big Tim, thanks for being here, bud. Back Crazy Game Clips, thanks again for coming. Same with you, Glacier. Appreciate you, Shark Outdoors. Thanks for being here. And Winnie Witch, thanks so much for being here. Yeah, they do need to move the lily pads closer. All I know is I had to use weedless lures in with the lily pads because, man, I'd cast right between them, and those things are stronger than ever. Olin, glad you're here. Olin's Gordon's one of the ones I met in the metal detecting community. And guys, this is a good account. They're out there supporting. They're in chats all the time. Check out the account. We'll drop your link for you, Olin. Thanks so much for coming today. And keep on coming. You'll get to meet the group here. This group will take you everywhere. They're a great group. And by the way, everyone on here, all the new people that I haven't gotten to yet, this community is positive only. We don't do any drama. We don't do any nonsense. Leave that elsewhere. This group is only about supporting one another and being positive. And because of that, I'm going to tell you that Olin's a good account to follow, guys. Everywhere I've seen this account be, and it's on multiple is on the Monday Digs chat rooms. And I'm going to tell you, if you can pass that standard, you're going to fit well into this group. Thanks for being here, and I appreciate you coming today. Lisa, I think you were shouted out last week. I'm not sure this week, though. But Lisa is an awesome, when moderators will drop your link, Lisa is an awesome account to follow, guys. She shows up here all the time. I don't get to her account as much as I should, but I do. Honestly, I do. It's usually in the middle of the night. And for whatever it's worth, Lisa is a huge supporter of so many channels. And if you support her, she'll support you back as well. You'll be on next week again, Lisa. I appreciate you coming back here. And I appreciate your support and ongoing support too. Thank you. Yeah, Sheena, we it's really true. All the success that we all have is because of everyone that comes. We just bring, we have a channel that allows positive people to come join together. We still have 27 in here, guys. Every week we're gaining one or two more in here on a regular basis. And, for whatever that means, guys, it means a lot, because the more people that you bring in here, the good people that you want to have part of your channel, means we want to have part of our channels too. Thank you so much for bringing your friends in, guys. Nicole, thanks so much for everything you do. Wendy, thank you so much. And Jason, no problem, bud. No problem at all. Met you, liked you, and that's all it takes. I'm a pretty good judge of character, and I think you're pretty solid. I just liked what you did. I thought you're a good person. Down East tackle. I still got to order. This is the one promise I haven't kept. This year has been, I don't know about you guys, but this year has been the car year, right? And I probably, between the car and our RV, have probably dumped, I don't know, $15,000. And that's a lot of money in cash, right? So I don't have money to go out and buy fishing pole. I haven't even bought a fishing pole, let alone a lure. And I still, Lance Makuge, which is a good friend that we all know in the fishing community. But, he said, okay, I'll help you with this and Down East tackle. I still have to buy stuff. And it's not going to be for another 4 months. Life, guys. It's life. But Down East Tackle makes his own tackle, guys, for catfishing. And this guy, I want to tell you, I met him on a video of his totally at random. And ever since then, I said, I'm going to buy your stuff. And I will. It's just, life has taken over. And Down East Tackle is one of those folks that's always around. I believe you have your own, another company too now, right? Is that true? You have another company brand name. If you could drop that, we'll drop your link here, but I believe it's, I don't want to mess it up, but I believe you have another brand also. Thanks for coming, man. It means a lot. Thank you for being here. Down East Tackle, a great channel, guys. Guys, if you would hit the thumbs up. We got 26 in the room. That's way better. I thought we were going to have 15. If I could get you guys to hit the thumbs up, if you could share it out too, please, that'd be great. I know it's self-deprecating. It's, stupid, but not self-deprecating. It's just self-involved. But by doing that, we get more people in here that we want, right? Of the friends that we know, because only our people see this stuff. And if you would share it out on your community tab, that would be great. So we get some views afterwards. But also, if you give me a thumbs up, that'd be great. And if you leave a comment at the end, that's always nice. I know it's hard, guys, but I appreciate everything you do, even if it's just showing up. I appreciate it. I am not quirky about that. I just very appreciative. Thank you, Lex, for sharing links. You're right. You're right, William. Peppers. By the way, William, I don't know if you knew this. I interviewed Jimmy Pickles yesterday. For all the people out there, Jimmy Pickles is having a sale, 30% off for the remaining part of the year. I'm going to be giving away the seeds that I just bought. And I told him during the show that I would do that, and I followed through. Last night at about midnight, I placed my order for Jimmy Pickles pepper seeds, and I'm going to hand those out to folks. So we're going to be doing some giveaways here for people in the U.S. If not, I think for the people outside the U.S., I'll have to transfer money, PayPal or something. It's like $5.50 or something like that. Anyway, William, we're going to be giving away some Jimmy Pickles pepper seeds. Here, I want to do a promotion. He's having a 30% giveaway. I'm going to be doing a Jimmy Pickles video. I'll be launching that, I think, Tuesday, Monday or Tuesday of this week. So you guys can go to his website. You can go buy peppers. Now, pepper seeds, you get 10 of them, 10 pepper seeds. And Bruce Cook claims they germinate at almost 100%, which means, guys, that you could plant 10 seeds and you get almost 10 plants, right? So let's think about this. For $6, you can put stocking stuffers in all your kids' stockings for Christmas, Hanukkah, for whatever holiday. I don't care if you're Zorno, the Orion Sheba Earth God with quartz crystals in each nostril. I don't care. You can put those seed packs in as gifts. You can give 10 or 20 seed packs to the pepper lover in your life, or you can give them away. You can order them for $6 and you can give them away on your channel. you'll be a hero. These people love this. And they've got, he said he had 300 varieties, and I ordered some with medium heat. You can order them all the way down to ahi lemon, right? Or jalapeno, or red jalapeno, or any of these number of varieties. But look for that video coming out on Tuesday or Wednesday of next week. Guys, I want to help Jimmy Pickles hit his goal, and that's to sell his seed stock out. They're great seeds. He told you the story. Check out the video after you're done here. Jimmy Pickles and I did a live yesterday. It was about 35 minutes, and he'll tell you about his company. He'll tell you about what's going on, and you'll want to support him just like I do. Remember, stocking stuffers, gifts for yourself, and or presents for Christmas. Well, I'm curious what healthcare aspect you're in, because I'm not going to say why. I'm just curious what that is. And yeah, if you're in the healthcare industry, you're working your butt off. I talked with nurses. One guy did 21,000 steps in a day. And he got up and he sat down and he said, my whole body's shaking. We're going to catch up at the bottom of the chat here, guys. Surfer, welcome in. Surfer's a great account, guys. Been showing up here, showing some love to the channel. Let's check out Surfer. We'll drop your link for you. Thanks so much for coming in here. And, you know, I bumped into Surfer in the middle of the night in a chat he had. It was really chill, too. Anyway, it was a great group of people, and the amount of people this guy had in the chat was really impressive. I mean, I get some people. I mean, he had a ton of people in there. The Surfer. This guy is a surfer. He's a great guy. You'll find a whole bunch of people I've never seen before anywhere. That's the nature of what you're seeking, guys. You're not seeking people. You're seeking communities that are similar to you, that you have some common ground with, right? Thank you so much for your support. Thanks for being here today. I really appreciate it. We'll drop your link, and I appreciate all your comments and watching of my videos. It means a lot to me. Barnacles, you rock, dude. Oh, you will? Oh, yeah. Okay. Well, see, if I ever get my plants to grow, which I can't do, and I'm getting a greenhouse, if I could ever afford one, and it's not a fancy one. I have to prioritize right now. Like I said, money's really short. So my point is, when I can fit this in, right? And if I don't even know if I can send peppers out of the country. I might be able to send seeds. I don't even think I can send seeds. Yeah, I don't know what to do. Glacier, appreciate you being here. Cole, guys, Cole's a great guy, family man. He's a character, dude, but he loves racing. He talks to different people. I think he was talking with someone with ball boa constrictors, and he's really a wide variety. He's a big person on Gype. This guy, I like him. I like him a lot. He's very honest and direct. And for whatever that is, guys, that's where I'm at in my life. I just don't mince words. There's not enough time. I'm not here to hurt your feelings. I'm here to coach first, and then I'll give you my opinion second. Lex, I appreciate you, bud. Surfer, thanks for being here. Professional Paranormal, thanks for being here. Wendy, you rock. Ross Ralph, I appreciate you hanging around, man. I really do. There's a million channels you guys could be at, guys, and it's, you know, you're here. Thank you. Well, then go to sleep. I don't know why you're on here anyway, because, you know, I look like Mr. Magoo. Anyway, thanks, Frogster. I appreciate you being here. Thanks for sharing the link, Lex. Winnie, thanks so much for being here. $717, welcome. Thanks so much for being here, bud. We've got 22 in the house. I think we'll keep on going. How long have we been on for? We've been on for an hour and 18 minutes. We'll stick around a little bit more, see if we can get the numbers up. The numbers keep on sinking because it is a holiday weekend, and it's all good, guys. All good all the time. 717, thanks for being here. As always, you're here every week. As you mentioned, guys, before, Ohio River History mentioned 717 as being a supporter of his, a big supporter. And you want to look for the guys that are actually supporting and contributing content. It makes it a mutually beneficial relationship, right? Yeah, remove. Let me get this out of here. Move. Let me, 1 second here, guys. I'm going to turn on my. I'm going to turn on my loop for Jimmy. I had to turn it off. I can't control the volume. All right, so we're just gonna have to play that. Anyway, that's gonna be a way it is. So I'll let that go for a little bit. Brad 32. I go to Brad's channel every week, at least once or twice. I try to, and he posts a bird feeder out there in the back, and you get to meet people I've never seen before ever in any other community, ever. Brad 32. I believe he's a painter. Brad's an interesting dude. I think it seems I might have seen him singing one time. And I am still working on my first singing here. And I think it's going to be terrible for all you people, but I'm going to do it anyway. Brad, thanks for being here. We'll share your link out. Guys, Brad's channel is a place that you want to follow. And go and check it out, and you'll find out what I mean. Not only you get to look at these birds and just Brad's hanging around typically to say hi to, but you'll also meet people you've never met anywhere else. Brad's a cool dude too, by the way, guys. So it's a great channel to follow. Our moderators will drop your link, bud. Thanks for being here. Okay, let me see here. Let's see what we got in. Got Jason the Ghost Hunter. We got Lex the Legend. Old Man King Outdoors still here, rocking it. Al Chaff's in the room. Boom, baby. All right, I'm going to leave that up there. I'm not sure what that means. So I take it someone passed. Sad. Losing a lot of people. Al, I'm a lurker. I lurk on stuff all the time because my ability to go in and say hi to everyone, it doesn't, I can't do it. So what I do is I lurk a lot. And I do see you on a few channels. I won't name one of them here, but and not for bad reason. I don't mention the name of the channel. But, you know, I'll see you on Devil Dog. I'll see you on, there's someone else I saw you on the channel, or 2 people. But I'm on there all the time, and I see all the time. I just don't interact as much on chats. I just listen because I'm looking for interaction. But it's good seeing you here, man, and I appreciate your shouted out this week for all the work you've done on the channel here, and I appreciate it. And I am on your channel, by the way. I work. All right, so I'm going to leave this up.
6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Southern Boy Prepper. Okay, so I take it it's going to be Kelly's Corner that this is going to be on. How sad. Randy, welcome. I saw you went live. I missed it by 2 whole hours. I've been trying to watch some soccer. That failed miserably. But I shouted you out this week again. Thank you for being here and always being a supporter of the channel, but I wish I caught the live. It just, I can't. That's devastating. Damn. That's terrible. I'm going to leave this up. Thanks, Radio Jonesy. Thank you, bud. Appreciate you being here. Guys, I appreciate you sticking around. You know, you got a million things to do. If you can just come and say hi, that's all y'all need to do. You don't need to stick around if you don't want to. I do this to get everyone together and have fun, say hi, and, you know, it'll start picking up probably the next few weekends, and then it'll go in the pot. I'm going to do it on the 24th, too, guys. I'm going to do, at least I'm planning on it. Man, we got great people in here, guys. Great people in here. Emily Blessings, hey, how you doing? You know, I was on your account last week, I think. I just haven't been able to, you just put out more content than I can get to. But I want to tell you, Emily Blessings, the work she does, I don't know how she does it. It's really good work. It's not like she's just producing content. It takes work. I mean, this stuff that she does, she does music, she does like drone footage and stuff. It's amazing. It's really great account. Emily Blessings, thank you so much for all you do for the channel. And you have an awesome channel. Guys, we'll drop your link, Emily. Yep, it is only a hobby. You're right. Hey, Ross, you be safe out there, bud. Wendy's peeling taters. Got such great people in here, guys. You know, holiday seasons are really, really tough for a lot of people. And the only words of encouragement I can give you is that someone's got it worse. You know, you may be sad because you missed someone that died, maybe someone that was so dear to you, but you're alive. And you don't have cancer. And you don't have a terminal sentence on your life. Try getting cancer and seeing what that does to your position of things. And, you know, one of the things, guys, that I can't emphasize enough, we all can choose to be happy, sad. And if you feel depressed, if you feel anxious, you need to get treated for that. You don't have to just deal with that, guys. It's not against
the male machismo to be treated for depression. One of the surgeons I used to talk with said 80% of his patients are on an antidepressant. 80%. Now, I don't know what to say to that, but I'll say this. If 80% of their patients are on an antidepressant and you're depressed and you're not getting treated because you're too tough for it, you don't have to be. You don't have to be. If you're struggling with anxiety, bipolar, whatever, you don't have to struggle with that. You can get treated for it. The first step is going in and talking with someone. Say, listen, I may have a problem. Let me tell you what I'm going through. And if you do that, folks, if you have that conversation, it's the beginning. Pizza Demon, welcome. Great seeing you today, bud. I mean it. Great seeing you. Look at everyone who knows Pizza Demon, baby. You know, each one of us are always on our channels. We're always trying to find a way to reach more people. And I'm going to tell you, if you think your channel's not reaching the right amount of people, then change your channel. Change what you do. Panels, in my opinion, guys, are not how you want to build your channel. They're not how you want to build your channel. To me, you can ruin your channel with panels. You have to set the criteria of you being the leader of your channel before you do panels. Because you need to have enough respect for the people out there. And you also need to have a command of the panels that you're having. I see so many panels go south, and you can watch your followers go doom, right through the toilet when you have the bad panel member come up. And you need to be protective of that. Now, I don't do panels. You notice that, right? I may have panels, but I'm going to do panels when panels are right. Two thoughts. If you're building a channel and you want to have people come to your channel for you, which you want, you don't want them to come to a discussion or a panel. That's not why you want them to come to your channel. Because when you die, that panel and that discussion go off, and you have nothing to remember you by. So I think I'm challenging everyone to that. What you want to do is develop your own basis for your channel. And I know some people that are very successful having channels where people come up and they just say what's on their mind, and there's a huge a following, like 1 or 2% of the public love that stuff, where you can just, freelance, just, pile drive on a person. That's not where the other 98% are. So my thought to everyone is, if you're new into YouTube, the number one thing you want to do is you want to figure out what your channel is going to be. And if it's going to be one where you talk all the time and talk, you're never going to get new people. You're never going to get the people to draw to your channel. Why? People don't want to hear the same people every night. They don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. I don't even want to hear my own voice every night. So I'm going to challenge everyone to change what you're doing on your channel if you want change. Doing the same thing and expecting a different result is not an option for you. And there are some people that are so terrible at videos, guys, that they don't ask for help. They don't ask for help because they honestly think they're okay at it. And for instance, my videos, I would give them a rating of, 5 out of 10. I know they're there. But for me to spend the time editing to get up to the next 2 or 3 points, and then worrying about the setup and the shots before and after and all this stuff, I just don't have the time to make videos, let alone do all that. But my point is, People don't go to your channel to watch your videos and how greatly they're produced. We couldn't give a crap about that. We go to your videos to support you as a contributor and a supporter of ours. So you have to think about where you're going to put your time and what your goals are. And if you don't define your channel with you, what are you doing? It will end up being stuck. You'll end up being the same place in 2 years. And the thing is that you'll have less and less people coming in. They'll come in and out. They'll fly in and out. So my thought to you would be, how do you do something that requires some work on your behalf rather than punting and waiting for the conversation to come on? And I think one of the things I challenge everyone with is if your channel wouldn't draw you to it, then why would it draw someone else to it? If your channel is not defined by you and your personality, then what talent do you have that you can convey that you enjoy, right? Those are the ones you want to convey. And those are the ones that you want to define your channel by before you bring on all these panels. Because I'm telling you, I think panels are killers. They're not builders, they're killers. Because you will find dynamics, and I can tell you this for sure. Before I always learn, guys. Before I go into a channel and I decide if I'm going to chat, I'm listening and looking who's on the panel. If it's the same person you've had it for 10 nights, I don't want to hear them again. How about 5 nights? I don't want to hear them again. Why? Because they wouldn't be on their own channel if they had something important to say. It's true, guys. Think about what I'm saying. And it's not negative. It's not being negative. What I'm saying to you is I'm saying that if you're going to do panels, guys, if you're going to do video content, if you're going to do shorts, longs, if you're going to do lives, define yourself by those lives first. Work hard at defining yourself on your lives and your content. And you're going to be much happier in a year's time, and your channel will grow more. You'll find new people coming to your channel. Just my thoughts. Yes, and stay away from negative energy. It's one of the things I'm finding. This is a good point. I'm finding on YouTube there's a lot of negativity, and negativity are by people who, number one, have zero talent to do anything except point fingers and create drama because they can't get anyone to come pay them attention. So what do they have to do? When you're in the lead, you never look back at someone and say, you know what they're doing wrong? You don't care. You're winning, right? You're winning. But the person who isn't winning is pointing a finger. The person that's not winning is attacking. There are some accounts that do a very good job of calling out stuff, right? But they're big accounts, and for whatever it's worth, they can do that if they want to. I don't want it. But my point is, if you stay away on your channel from negativity and you remain positive, if you give them inspiration and hope, if you bring up people's positive qualities and bring them up and lift them up, you will find your channel growing and growing and growing. People come on to YouTube for fun. They come on to be entertained. And remember that. They don't come on to hear about, how your life is hell. They don't do that. So just a quick thought there. TGIF, welcome. Jack's Vlog, welcome. Thanks for coming in. I think you were shouted out last week before. Thanks for coming in, bud. I appreciate it. Pizza Demon, I appreciate you making the thing. And Al, just to let you know again, I think it's important to let you know I do learn a lot. Same with you, Nicole. I can tell you I was on Nicole's and she wasn't on her own show. I think that's happened twice. But, I'm still where Nicole is. I'm working. Yeah, see, Sheena agrees. Guys, and I would encourage everyone to find your own talent, right? I think I might do some lives on this to talk about stuff, to get people's opinions going, guys, because there are some people, guys, that are really good at managing panels, but there needs to be ground rules if you have a panel, right? I mean, if you're coming up on a panel, this has happened too. You come up on someone's on a panel, and there's 3 or 4 people, and someone comes up and they just derail the whole thing. Why? Because they're talking about their children or something like that, and just derailed it. That's not fair play. That's not allowed. If you're going to come up on panel, you don't derail it. You either contribute to the current discussion and you support the people and not coming up there and trying to take it over, or you don't go up. That's the criteria. And if you don't make that rule up front, people will literally destroy everything you're doing, and you'll see your counts go from 10 to 4 because they know what's going to happen. Anyway, that's just my thought. Here we go, guys. We can support one of our members here. Ross Ralph is going to be posting up a video. Could we link Ross Ralph's channel here so we can go and watch that? Let's talk about something here since we're talking about stuff. Yep, Sheena, you're right. And I know who it is too. But my point is, and there's probably more than one. But my point is this, guys. Let's take a look at something here. I want to help everyone define themselves. Write this down. If you are, let's say, if you're, one second. Let's say you have a skill set, right? What is a skill set? Write the top 3 skill sets that you have. Okay, top 3 skill sets that you have. Now, write the top 3 interests that you have. Do those. Pick 1 or 2 of each. Start talking about them. Do some research. If you have a passion about something, guys, that's where you want to float, right? Do not try to be an expert. Don't do it. You'll get picked apart. Be an advocate, be a conveyor of information, be a discussion point for that, and then have other people come up to do that. And you will find yourself doing much better with your videos and stuff. Make it fun. And keep your videos shorter rather than longer. I'm finding I gotta keep mine way shorter. JPGU O'Share, listen, I want to thank you for coming here. By the way, guys, this account in the last 3 weeks that they've been a subscriber, I've seen them in 10 people's chats. You're going to want to check them out. We'll drop your link. Thank you so much for coming. Yeah, Lex is awesome. Hey, Pizza, digging the logo, by the way. I agree with blistering. Emily, I appreciate you being here. Here it is. Here's the link, guys. put up the link. Let's all support our brethren. Roster Ralph has a new video going up. You'll be catching it on my community tab. Hey, Johnny for president. There we go, Sandy Toes. By the way, Sandy, I said last week during this week how much I appreciate Sandy Toes because of the intellect. She's very deep and very good conversation. She doesn't. She is very measured, right? But she trusts people when she gets to know them. She sits back and she tries to figure out people. But most important, I don't think she's like an over analytical person. She just knows what she is. And she knows her struggles like we all do. We all know our own struggles. But my point is, Sandy is one of those folks where when you're having a conversation, she'll say something out of the blue and it's just like dead on. It's dead on. It's so pragmatically based on life, right? And on a good person. Sandy's one of my faves. I see Sandy and everywhere. She's so well respected and loved. She's such a big supporter. And every time you're on my channel, I just can't believe that I get to have you just join us so often. Thank you so much for being here. We'll drop your link, Sandy. Moderators, thank you so much. Paranormal, if it means anything, I am a good person. But you had to be a bad person first. You had to be a person of conflict. You had to be a person that's worked through some issues. And that's called life. That's what you did in many, all through that. But when you're a father, when you're a boss, when you're a manager, when you're become wise, one of the things that you do is you think of things, right? And you think your way through issues that don't have any manual. I can't even handle whatever I have. I don't even know how many supporters I have now. But it's one of the things that is really interesting is I appreciate comments like that you just said so much. It means a lot to me. I don't consider money to have any value whatsoever because in the end of it, when you're butt naked in the middle of the street, destitute, the only thing you have is your reputation. It better be solid as gold, baby. Because in the world, that and a piece of gold will get you somewhere, and maybe bullets or food. Thank you very much. That I really appreciate you saying that. Mom She Bing is a huge supporter of so many guys. If you're not following Mom She Bing, you want to reach out. Number one. Number two, we'll drop your link, Mom She, one of our great moderators will drop your link. Thanks so much for being here. Mom She Faye has been a supporter of mine since day one. And I've given her reasons not to because I just haven't been able to get to her channel. A lot of people's channels so much anymore that I'll show up and I can't. I just, because of the amount of hours I'm working, because of life, you just have to understand that this is a hobby. That's right. You have to be yourself, Barnacle. And, one of the things I think people are afraid. Number one, if you're talking, never be afraid to stop talking. On a panel, you don't have to talk to be impressive. You have to say nothing to be impressive. Talking can destroy you by just being a buffoon or by over-talking something, right? Last night they said, let's hear something from you. And I said, I've just enjoyed the conversation so much. I was trying to think of something to insult all you scallywags, but it's just fun listening to you guys talk because you're having such a great time. And, the conversation went back to insulting me and then they went back onto their own way. The cool thing is, guys, if you're yourself, and you don't have to impress everyone. You're not going to impress anyone. The only thing you need to do is impress yourself, and that sometimes pulling back on what you're saying means 10 times more to the people that are listening than saying something. Now here, let me throw this out at you. How many times have you listened to a panel and there's a person that's just going on and on and on and on and on and on and on? And then ask yourself, and this is for everyone for the next week, ask yourself, what about the people that you've watched on the panel is impressive? What makes that person impressive that's impressive on the panel? Those are the things you need to ask yourself. And maybe it's not what you're after, impressive, but maybe it's what you would consider believable. Is it they have an opinion? No, I don't think having an opinion means you're believable. I can give you 10 or 20 people online right now that if you listen to them, you're going to go and you're going to take a shower after you get done listening to them. But my point is that if you're listening to people on a panel, what you want to do is identify, and it's always good to have a piece of paper and pencil, write 2 or 3 things they're not doing as well as they are doing to get your attention. You're going to be so impressed with what they're not doing to get your attention that what they're doing to get your attention is the exact opposite. It will work against them. Something to think about. Tom Dobie, guys, I don't even make it to Doc's show as much anymore. I make it to Tom's though. It's not personal. I make it to Doc's as well. Tom Dobie is a guy, one of the moderators could drop your link, that'd be great. Tom Dobie is a dude that if you like a little garbage humor and you like a little backroom talk, and it's what I'm totally about. I'm totally about the offhanded comment with a bunch of adults just to joke around and have fun. Tom is a great guy. He runs a small engine repair business, and he is, to me, a really special person in the fact that he has a great personality. He's not too charismatic, but he says what's on his mind, and it's really direct. I mean, he doesn't need to speak for a half hour to say that I don't want to do this. He says, I just don't want to do it. And it was funny the other day. He was talking about some person who wanted him to do something, and he said no. I love that. Here, because customers are right? The customers are right. They're a bunch of wait till you have to deal with customers. They're not right all the time. They're not even right 50% of the time. And he'll tell you that. What you have to do is make sure that you stop the ones that are complete lunatics from ruining your life and taking bad business. Tom Dobie is the guy that can teach you those lessons. He has a very pragmatic way about his business, and he's a great guy, guys. Tom Dobie Motor Repair. I want to thank you for coming, by the way, dude. It means a ton that you came here. I'm just thrilled as hell you made the trip. It's awesome having you. We'll share your link out. Come back next week. You keep on showing up. These guys will pile on. You'll have more people jump on your bandwagon you can possibly imagine. Like, Johnny, I'm never coming back to your channel ever again. You are such a dope. And you're probably right. That's right. Yeah, it's very comfortable it's very comfortable putting no effort in and getting people to come to your channel. It's not how to get it to grow. It's not how to get it to grow at all. And maybe you don't want that. Maybe some people don't want it to grow. But, for instance, Tom Dobie has an account that's growing. He does work with accounts that are very large and are very substantial. He does co-partnering or co-hosting. And I want to tell you, this is no small group of people. This is like 8,000 strong. So, but he does talk shows in his niche that are wonderful. And I pop in just to throw it on an odd comment whenever I catch his shows. Tom Dobie is awesome guy. Awesome. We're going to watch it. By the way, guys, when Wendy does have a live show, you can go listen to her last live show. It is one of the finest live shows I've ever heard a single person run. Now, guys, I can do a live show forever. I have enough in my head to go for 24 hours straight, 7 days a week for a month straight, and I probably wouldn't have to look for it. My point is, when I went to, Sheena's very gifted at this too, by the way, but when I went to Wendy's channel, you can listen to her live. She ran that show. If you want to know how to run a show, I specifically came and told her that was one of the finest things I've ever seen her do. And it's her last live. She was on fire. Her natural talent came out. And it's very unique that you have that kind of talent. Wendy Southern Sewn and Grown, you can look at her last live. And there's some dicey stuff that's mentioned in there, guys. And you know what? I like that. Late at night, it's okay. I'm not saying it. My point is that you want to watch how to do stuff right. Wendy Southern Sewn and Grown did a live broadcast with the chat, is a clinic on how to run it. It's a clinic on how to run it, guys. So if you're looking for tips and tricks on how to run a chat, don't let the chat run you. You need to run the chat. You need to run your, and she's learned a few things here and there too. We all have about panels and stuff. I've learned it by watching rather than doing it.
Ah, pizza.
Pizza's guts are hurting. I love it.
I love it, pizza. You're crazy, man.
You know, I would think you'd have pizza. Yeah, Al. You know, Al, if you want to talk offline, I'm on Facebook Messenger as well as Instagram. And I'd be more than willing, as long as we're totally confidential, I'd be more than willing to do those kind of things. I think one of the things you have to look for is just the hardest part is, and why everyone says, "Oh, I'm just here to make a few videos. I don't do videos," and then they make videos, and then they kind of hem and haw, and then after they get better, they do better, and it's you're afraid to fail. Don't be afraid to fail, guys. Fail gloriously. If you're going to skid across the effing finish line, skid across it. And I want to tell you, you better be flopping around breaking bones. Don't let anyone finish second to you guys. If you, even in your wipeouts, don't let it finish second. And if you're going to try something, you better be out there far enough where failure is that exact opposite. And because I'm going to tell you this, you know what a genius is? The difference between a genius and a failure? It is a hair width, guys. You know how many geniuses are failures and failures are geniuses? It could just be luck. So why are you not doing it? Giving yourself all the ability to go out there and bust your ass and do something that maybe make you look stupid. Why not? What your friends can't handle it. You don't want to see you sing a song on YouTube and think you have a pretty decent voice. Why not do it? And then judge before you put it out there if it's any good, and then have a friend look at it or something. Or just put it out there and not give a crap, which is what I would do. I have a song in mind, by the way. But my point is, guys, if you're going to fail, failure is part of success. You have to fail to succeed. There's no one that succeeds without failure, right? And if that's the case, then what are you worried about failure for? Because it's inevitable that you fail before you succeed. Ask all the people that have succeeded. And everyone, you know, I remember this last thing, everyone pointed towards someone's bankruptcies as a big deal about their failure. They don't understand what business is. Because if they did, they wouldn't even say any of that stuff. It's foolish. So my point is, failure is not separate from success. It is part of success. It's your barrier to entry. And if you don't want to pay the price of failure, you will never succeed, because you will never have done anything at all worthwhile ever in your life that's worth going that far for. And everyone can do everything mediocre. Why not give it a chance? So what? You fail, you pick yourself up, you do it again. You know what the Chinese proverb is? You fall down 8 times, you get up 9. That's success.
Yeah, that's right, Wendy. Just walk away from it.
I had people attacking me. I just walked. I couldn't be bothered with it. It was nonsense by people that have nothing, zero, and I just have to. You have to say, what do? Do you argue with people that it doesn't matter? No, it doesn't matter. If they believe anything to justify their hate and their discontent in life, what are you going to say that's going to change that? You're going to waste your breath. So what you have to do is you have to, number one, don't engage. Number two, you have to look at this intelligently. And there's always people pointing fingers that can't do it. That's exactly what it always is.
"717, I appreciate you being here, bud. Jason, appreciate you being here. Yep, see, we're all workers, L. This is what I keep on saying. I'm a worker. And when I'm in most of the chats, I'm working. In I would say 80% of the time, I'm a worker. Jan, I want to tell you something. You're awesome. Your spirit is bigger than 5 bodies. And that's what everyone judges a person by, spirit, Sandy's awesome, guys. Angela Critter, thanks so much for being here. We still got 18 in the house, guys. I think we're going to pull the plug here pretty soon. I'd like to try to get a little downtime this weekend. It's awesome. I got to go outside tomorrow and move some firewood, or today and move some firewood. You're right, downtown Ernie Brown, the main man, the guy who gets to eat all Chrissy's food, and I never get any of it. There's a problem with that, right, Ernie? Ernie Brown, everyone knows what I think of Ernie Brown, guys. We'll drop your link, Ernie. Ernie is the man with the plan. He goes into a room along with Chrissy, and people fall over themselves to introduce themselves because that's how special he is. And I can't tell you why we connected. I can't tell you how it all works. I think God has a plan for each of us. I think all of our connections have a plan. But I also think that when you bump into a person that you just get, you just get them, right? And I think that's just, it's how you meet friends. How you can walk up to someone and go, before that person says a word, they're an asshole. But you can say, oh, that person's a jerk before you even meet them. And, I found that to be not true sometimes. But I'm pretty good at this. And, for whatever it's worth, you can walk up to Ernie in any chat and you can figure out who he is in about 5 minutes by all the people that appreciate his presence. Well, with Chrissy. Thanks so much for coming, Ernie. We'll share your link out. Our moderators will take care of that for sure. It's awesome having you here. Japan GU O'Share, thank you so much for coming. We'll drop your link again today too. Moderators, would you please do that? That's awesome, guys. Now, TGIF, we're going to talk about a diet and menu because I need to bring everyone. I've been thinking about this, and you may not agree with my plan that I'm going to present, but we got to do something because no one can. If someone's producing 8 videos a week, I can't watch 8 videos a week. What's their expectation of me? What is their expectation of me? Is it 8? I watch 8 of their videos a week to be a big supporter? Well, okay. Now that could be true if I'm absolutely their number one supporter and I dig their stuff completely and they're my best sharing buddy. Like they share everything I have out. I share everything they have. And we do some lives together, co-hosting and stuff. Now I could totally understand that. But if it's not the case and they're one of 500 accounts that they follow in, then that person can't get 7 video watches a week. Otherwise, you're neglecting all the other accounts that you need to pay attention to.
with all the lives and all that. Um, and with live, um, if you have a computer, you can do 20 lives at one time. I have a phone I work 90% of my time with, and I can't do that. So I have to be very honest with who I am and what I'm doing. So I think it's honest most of the time. I say I'm going to be in and out all night. I'll be listening and working, which is true. And I'll try to catch as much of the program as I can. But if there's five of my friends out there with it, and I know I go back and forth, and I know all these same people are on all the chats, guys. That's what it is. So don't think you're not being loyal. The point is that are you engaged with the chats, right? And that's the hard part, to pick and choose the chats you're going to be engaged with. So as long as you're honest with the host, I think it's fair, right? And when you're on a phone, you can do one tab at a time. That's it. There's no tabs, right? You're one page at a time. So I think you have to be very honest with what your expectations are of yourself and with the content, because anyone that would expect you to watch all their 20-minute videos or 3-hour video of them catching one fish, I'm not doing that. I'm not going to do it. Why? If they have a 3-hour video, I'm not watching it. I'll put it on my watch list. I'll go through it slowly, right? A 3-hour video, I'll go through it slowly, see if they catch a fish. I'll watch them catch a fish. I'll drag it a little bit further, see if they catch another one. Go down and look at the comments, and then I'll say, I watched 10 minutes of it. I put it on my playlist so I can watch the full video. I'll play the full video. And I think that's an honest way to do it. It allows you to free up your time. On top of it, you can hit the 2x play speed. How many videos have to be listened to or watched in one time? None. Virtually, I don't know, unless you're talking to the world's fastest talker, then it might make it a little bit harder at 2x the speed, because I can't understand them at one speed. But my point is this: if you're trying to manage your time, and you're playing playlist at 1x speed, you're nuts. They get the same play time at 2x speed. So you go hit the gear, hit 2x, boom, let it fly. Then you go open up another account, your backup account, and then you go back to the playlist, and you started at not at number 1 video, you started at number 60 out of 120. So you're playing 2 different tabs, right? 2 different videos. So all their videos are getting played. You can play it in half the time and then half the time again, because you've got 2 tabs running twice the speed, and then you've got 1 tab playing the first 60, the second tab playing the second 60. And with Sheena's, what I did is I played 2 tabs right on number 1 video. Same thing with 2 different accounts, my backup Johnny Small Pepper 1 and 2. And what that did is I made it through hers, I think, this morning. When she announced she made it, I didn't have anything to do with it, guys. Everyone did it. But my point is that you can minimize your time with this. And it's always important. We'll talk about those things if it's important, if you want to hear about it. Thank you, Nicole. Barnacles, you rock. Yeah, see, you go, Rasta. You know, and I don't have that many videos, so I don't get that many views, really. I get a lot of views for my best video, I think, is 3,000 views. It's in 900 comments. It's pretty good, but I don't have 100,000 views. I have 100,000 now. I got 71,000 views this month, and I think I got 65,000 in the last 2 weeks. Congratulations, Rasta. Thank you for sharing Jimmy Pickle's link. Hey, Sheena, can you drop your link for your in the comments section? I'm going to put it. I'll try to put a link up in my community tab too. You drop a link to your program in chat so people can copy it. Thank you, Sandy. Appreciate it. And, by the way, Sandy, the reason you become wise is because you got your ass kicked along the way, right? And anyone who says they don't struggle, anyone that says talks about how great they are, they're not great. They're not great. They're a jerk. Because life isn't about being great. Life is about being humble when you get a certain age, and trying to figure stuff out. And you're able to because you've got so much experience, and especially later on in life when you're really struggling with a few things, it's okay, because if you had struggled with that when you were younger, it would have been a disaster. Now at least you have some pragmatism and some experience to hold yourself off, to call yourself to account, and for whatever that is. All adults, everyone has baggage. Some's a carry-on, some's a 15 bags. It's knowing what those are and how to manage them, right? Yeah, it's true. And also, I bet they blow away, Glacier, I bet they blow away your number of followers you gain too. If you look at that, it'd be interesting to see how many followers you get with shorts and all that. Now, I'm going to tell you something. A lot of the short followers don't show up. I don't know if you guys have followed that, but they just don't show up. I think it's they're messing with you. I had 100 followers show up for one video, 28,000 views, 100 followers, and then subs, and then it went down to 50, and then it went to 75, and I don't know what it was eventually. I haven't been back to it. So that, and I don't know if you guys have all noticed lately too, but my views, I had 3 videos went up. I was at 200 views, and then all of a sudden went back down to 175. I'm like, what the hell? I don't have enough time to watch my own videos, guys. That would be a waste of my time. So my point is, where are these views going? Where are these subscribers that are supposedly coming? Are they real? And I don't know, guys, if the views and the subscribers that we're getting from shorts are real. I think they may be artificial, guys. They may be artificial. Think about that, right? Do you see the subscribers that you're getting? Nicole, you rock. Thank you. L, you rock. Thank you. Remember, I'm on Instagram as well as Facebook Messenger. Thank you, Emily. You're welcome, Tom. Your account's a great account. I really enjoy you. I just think you're a good guy, and I like you. I think if we were next door, I'd be drinking beer with you. I'd probably be smoking again too. Good. Hopefully they're safe. Ray Diggs, hey buddy. Ray Diggs is a metal detecting guy, just a chill dude, man. He's awesome. We could drop his link. That'd be fantastic. Guys, be looking for the video. The video playing in the background, that'll be coming out Monday. Please join us for the premiere. I'm going to make it 9 hours long again, Sheena. But I'm going to make it 9 hours long because I got 100 hours of watch time on that. So I'm going to do the 9 hours, and I'm going to hang in chat. I'm going to launch it so I can monitor it during work, and during the late hours. Sandy, you have a great day. That's right, Ray. We fail all the time, and people just need to not be scared of failure. Failure is such a good. Sometimes failure rocks if you do it well. Yep, that's, what, one second here. No, it does count. It does count, Rasta. That's right, Buck. Exactly right. Buck, welcome. Buck Williams. Well, we're going to drop your link in here for you, but Buck's around the fishing community all the time. And, that's a great example, by the way. you go out and get skunked. And if I will listen to a person talk about their life and all the challenges they faced all day long, if they eventually get up to where they won something and the planets align and they won something, and I always tell everyone, in life, you get to fall into a black hole, right? You get to fall into black holes. And what is a black hole? A black hole is a place in life where your job doesn't need you, your family doesn't need you, your pressures have been alleviated, and you get to do something like COVID. You get to take 2 weeks off from work because you had to miss it because of COVID, right? You didn't die, obviously, guys. Right? I'm not saying that you die, you're sick, but what I'm saying is you fall in the black hole, and every once in a while you win one. You're sitting there goes, how did that happen? How did I do that? And you're like, I don't really care. I won, right? And when the planets align like that, you take it. Fishing is an example of nothing but fortitude by a person to know that everything is against them, right? You got fish, they could be anywhere. The temperature change, the pressure drop, the level of the lake, the level of the river, the weeds, the sun, the lateness or early or the heat of the temperatures outside. All that stuff could work against you, and yet they go out there and they do it. Very good point, Buck. Thanks for coming in. That's right, brother. You got that right, Barnacles. And Emily, thanks for sharing Buck's channel. Hey, ladies, I mentioned you in the beginning here, guys. I don't really say much about this, but Lloydis has just had some devastating losses in his life, and if you know Lloyd, just go say hi to him on his channel. Just stay in touch with him. This man is a good man, and he's life is handling him like a rag doll right now. And for whatever it is, reach out to him and just tell him hi. He's a great dude, and just know that, Lloydie. I appreciate you, bud. But you're mentioned on one of the top slides in the presentation here. It'll be playing Tuesday as well. Thank you so much for making it. I know you got to be exhausted, dude. You got a lot going on, my man. There you go, bud. I'm glad, Al. I don't go to a lot of people's lives anymore. I'm really pushing down, guys, on the number of lives I do, because there's two things that are happening. It turns into something that's too regular, too comfortable, or there's someone irritating that's let up on panel, and you need to not have the irritating people be irritating your people, right? And I'm not talking about you, Al. Anyway, my point is that it's part of the management deal. Yeah. See, there you go. We all lurk. They'll come. The more successful you are, Rasta, they'll come. Mark my words. And your friends will be your worst, most fierce haters, by the way. I could go and do a whole show on that. There was a guy I know. He's a very respected guy. Anyway, he said one day, this guy's in his 70s, and he said, yeah, if you're getting more views on a video, or if your community's growing faster, you're getting more subs, because, oh boy, that's a big deal, and it's not. The subs are a collection of things, guys. What you want is you want to have supporters, not subscribers. So subscribers are the things that has a number tied to it. Supporters are the ones that have a value tied to it. So this guy was saying one of the things that he thought was that you can get a hater out of anywhere. anywhere. You can find haters anywhere, and it doesn't take much. They can, the slightest slight in the chat room, everyone's been there, right? The slightest slight on a panel, the slightest slight, you're getting more views, your videos are more well received, you're more charismatic, whatever it might be, boom, hater form. And it's always passive aggressive. It never comes right out in person and says it. And if it does, how do you deal with that? We should talk about that too. If you guys want to, I could do programs on it. We have great people in here. Ray, thanks for coming. Lloydies, I appreciate you being here. Glacier Shark Outdoors, thanks so much. Hey, David Devine, welcome. I think you were on last week's video, by the way. You're not on this one, but you're on last week's. This one I had some problems with it. Anyway, welcome. David's been here for 2 or 3 weeks now, guys, and a great channel to follow. I went to his channel and watched some of the videos and stuff. Really good. Seems like a really good guy. Thanks for coming, man. I appreciate it. We'll share your link out for you, buddy. Lance Makuge. Now, all right. So I was talking about Lance earlier. I don't know if your ears were burning, Lance, but we had Down East Tackle in here. Remember when I said to you, I said, I want to find out how to do this, and I want to find out the right tackle to get, and I'll call you. And I never called you, and I never bought the tackle, and I never went and talked. Now, here's what's happened. Life, right? And Lance is the one I'm going to call when I want to find out how to work everything, what I need, what I don't need. Because Lance is about as laid back of a fisherman. I was just on his live last night. I love watching this guy's stuff. He's so good at what he does. And this is a secret for everyone. He calls up the company that he uses his product for and says, I'd like to use it. Would you be a sponsor? And they said, yes. And now it's Jules Catfish Bait. Lance is the chillest dude, and he's the nicest man. He's got a beautiful family. I hope your wife's doing better, by the way. But anyway, I haven't called Lance to get help about this stuff because I haven't been able to go camping because my RV is being repaired right now because of me, dope. And I haven't bought the tackle from Down East Tackle. It's called Life. But when I do, I'm going to call Lance. Now, let me tell you where Lance comes from, guys. I met Lance on a guy called Warrior Heart Fishing. He was bass fishing. It was a lake in the fall, and Lance is in there and a guy named Mike. On one channel, out of the blue, I bumped into this guy named Robbie, Warrior Heart. And I met 2 of the best people ever you could ever want to meet on Robbie's bass fishing. And I came in there to say hi. And then the next day, he was fishing the same place he was fishing last night. And I got to talk with him. And Mike showed up again, Mike's home, fishing home. And I've been a regular on Robbie's. I've been a regular on Mike's. But Lance has life happening. His wife has been a little ill, I think with COVID or something. And Lance he works hard, he has to, but he loves fishing and he's out there fishing. And he's the guy I would go to because I trust him. Lance Makuge is probably one of the greatest people that you could ever have as someone to subscribe to. And I told you my history back because it's important that I met an entire community because of these 3 people: Robbie, Warrior's Heart Fishing, Lance Makuge, and Mike's Fishing Home. And, there's a lot of appreciation there. Lance, it's great to have you here today, bud. Thank you. And I hope that explains my appreciation for Lance, guys. Yeah, and by the way, Barnacles, that's what I'm worried about with you is burnout, because you are probably in you're you're probably in one of the top 10 supporters of everyone, and I worry about your life, not having a life because of the amount of support, and that's what I worry about. As a friend, I worry about that. And so you have to make decisions, and you'll get better at it as you get burnt out. Thank you, Lloydies. By the way, guys, Lloydies is, he used to make a lot of fishing videos. His wife's been handing him beef jerky that's kind of like not beef jerky anymore. It's like, everyone loves beef jerky. Everyone loves life. And Lloydies is a fisherman. And he's a great person. He's a moderator. He's a friend of me. Just go back by, if you know Lloydies, go by and say hi. Reach out to him. I don't want to get into the details. He's just such a great guy. And I know some people are aware, but he's here, and he's just such a good person. Thanks for being here, bud. I appreciate all your help today. It is, Randy. And the point is, with all this, is you can't see everything. You've got to choose your diet and your menu. I think I'm going to do this program, and I'm going to fail miserably. I think I'm going to have to do 2 or 3 videos on it to work down with the people about what's the best way to do this, because there's going to be a lot of good ideas from the audience. I've just laid it out in my head what I think would be okay to start with, and because I have to do it myself, I just sitting down and actually writing the accounts that I need to pay attention to is hard, because I just don't have that time. So I'm trying to figure a better way to do it. But yes, you're exactly right, Randy. And it gets overwhelming to the point where it's almost negative. So we have to be smart with our time. Hey, Lance, you know what? I enjoyed it. I was in there I was doing the presentation that I have in the background last night. And I enjoyed it. It just, you can't make fish bite. And if you can't get them, you can't get them. Thanks for dropping Sheena's link. Yeah, Rusty, you got to. That's a good way. You see, you got to have a positive attitude about it. You got to make it fun. You got to make it a game. Life is challenged by a game. You make it a game, right? How you're going to win this, or how you're going to win that, and how you're going to come about ahead, even though you have no time. They say if you want someone to do something for you, you got to ask a person that has no time. God is great. Thank you so much for being here. God is Great is a collector's site, guys. If you think there's a market, there's coin market, there's a collector's market. And God is Great is in Japan. And he is very unique in what he does. He shouts out collectors, and he's a big fan of mine. You can tell he's here. He's here all the time. I go to watch his videos. He comes and watches my videos. That's what you want, guys. Those are supporters. They're not subscribers. Subscribers are a guy that you never see again. A supporter is one, like God is Great, that makes you smile because they're unique. They give you something to look at and appreciate, and then they come here and they check out your stuff too. And he even comes to my live and listen to me babble here. Good guy. By the way, he works with cancer patients, children, I believe, and there's some of what he does as a way to work through some of this, I imagine. He's a very special person. Thank you for being here, bud. We'll share your link out. God is great, and God is great, by the way. Yeah, right, Randy. And you know what? With a phone, you're at a disadvantage. Really are. But that's a way to do it. And the other thing is to get a computer to run off of an internet stick, and if that would be cheaper, I don't know if it would, and then run multi-tabs on there. But you can't do it if you're driving. It's all a moot point. I think two phones would work better.
Lizzie Busy, thanks for being here. We're going to drop your link for you, Lizzie Busy. Lizzie Busy is a new ad, guys, a new subscriber.
I think you're shouted out this week.
Yeah, I think you're on the video behind me. So congratulations on being a new subscriber.
I want to thank you for being here so much. It means a lot. And you're going to meet some great people here. If you come here every Saturday, you'll see this video come up and launch on Monday at 2:30 Pacific Daylight Time, which is Los Angeles time. I play all the shout-outs on Monday, and I do a premiere. The video will run for 9 hours, so I get watch hours out of it. But it only, it repeats every 20 minutes. Thanks for coming in. .351 is a stud, guys. He's always supported me. And he's the guy that's on 15 different tabs at once, working the whole system. And he's still here supporting, right? He is the guy that's been here since day one. And I've been on his channel since I think the very beginning, almost the beginning. But I think we met on maybe Mike's Fishing Home. Could have been a number of fishing channels, but I see him everywhere. He's a good bud, and I always just look forward to just saying hi to him. It just makes me smile.
Thanks, Wendy. And same.
We all try to make it through, and when we're struggling, that's why your friends are here, right? That's why we have friends. We don't have friends to go bitch and moan to. We don't have friends to piss on and put down. We have friends that can support us and support each other when we need that support. And we have ones that tell us that we're off track when we need to be told that. Why? We're human, and it's okay. But there are people online that like I was on somewhere and I said, well, if you expect me to say anything negative, no one's going to say anything negative, period, about X, because they're one of the accounts that I just adore. And the conversation ended. They were looking to go off on a tangent, and I stopped them. Why? Character, guys. Say what's on your mind. Say it, be done with it, and move on. You don't have to be mean, right? But yeah, Wendy and I go way back here, guys, and we've gotten to know each other a lot. But her life is very busy right now because she's got, like I said, if you need a dog, you need to call Wendy.
Thank you for sharing Mom She Fees link. Thank you so much. Still got 23 in the house. We're going to leave an hour ago.
Well, so much for that idea.
Rich and Leo, how you doing? Welcome, Rich and Leo. With Lloydies, we got Martin SUK, GP or UK. We've got Rich and Leo, and I'm forgetting. And Richard Jarvis as well. Guys, there's accounts that just come here, and I've known these guys before I had a show, before I had any videos up. I knew these guys, and I just supported them. I supported the people around them on chats, and we bumped into each other. We got to know each other through those chats, through the comments and all that. Rich and Leo's one of those, and it's a great account. It's grown massively, guys. Thanks so much for being here. We'll drop your link for you. It's a thrill that you made the journey. I got videos over 20 minutes, and after 4 minutes, I say the rest of it's a waste of time. People can verify that. I have to do it because there's pathetic people out there that would make fun of the video if it didn't happen. But my point is, and it's not only that; it's like tertiary. The reason that I have to do in some of the stuff I do, the peppers and stuff, is because you want to see that you didn't get sick and you didn't have any puking or anything and all of that. That's important for me. That it's there.
because that way all the haters can just go on their own way and just, make up whatever nonsense they want to make up, right? And sometimes you have to have longer videos to finish your content. And I don't think it's too bad to have a video over 5 minutes if it warrants that, right? But I'm not one to really say that I keep my videos. I try to keep them 20 minutes. That's it. But I do a lot more shorts, and I'm trying to keep my videos shorter. So TGIF, I understand completely where you're at. It's a mix, I think, right? I think we could. I wonder what the chat thinks about that. I think it's a mix. Jason, I appreciate you hanging out, bud. Jan, I appreciate you hanging out. TGIF, appreciate it. Blistering Barnacles, I appreciate it. Good. Best thing I can do. Here's a hint for everyone. I found it works. What I do is I watch 2 shorts, right? I leave a comment, 2 15-second videos. It's way better than watching a 5-minute video, guys, and just hear me out. Leave your comment, hit the thumbs up. Then go find a video that's short, 3 minutes to 5 minutes, and then you hit that to save to watch later, put it on your watch list. Then you go through your watch list. After you hit the watch list and play, you go through and you make sure after you played it, go through each one of those videos that you visit. Let's say you followed 21 people in a week. That's 21 videos you go back to. You don't really have to watch them. What you're doing by that follow-up at the end of the week is you're verifying that it's not a sub that should be dropped. So you go back there, you played the video, now you go hit and leave a comment. I just came back to make sure that the sub stick or the connection stuck. Please stay connected this next week. Hit the thumbs up, boom, done. You've watched that video through the playlist, you've gone back, made a simple comment to the person, and now you've got another touch point. And I think what I found out is 50% of the subs, if not 60% of the subs dropped. I can't tell you why, same method. But when I did it the other way, I found the subs that dropped, and I wouldn't have been able to find them any other way. So it's more efficient, guys, if you do it that way, because you get to go back and get a second chance to identify the accounts that dropped. Does that make sense? Something to think about. A Surfer, thanks for being here. Georgia Diving Recovery. Guys, this is an account very big in the community. And I followed them now for about 8 months. You're going to want to check out this account. We'll drop your link, bud. Thank you so much for coming. Appreciate you being here. Diana Graziosi. I said that wrong, too. Diana Graziosi. I think I still got the accent wrong. I think I still got it wrong. Diana is the other person in the UK community that is a goddess. But anyway, very much appreciated internationally, is one of the best moderators and one of the best advocates. If you're on a chat with Martin SUK DP, DK, UK, Lloyd's, Rich and Leo, you know you're on a good channel, guys, because these are the guys that are respected to moderate. They're also only on the good channels. Diana, thanks so much for making the trip. I appreciate you being here. And you are shouted out in the moderator section, by the way. Lindsay Busy, I appreciate it. Just appreciate you being here. Good evening, ladies. Thanks so much. My heart is out, and prayers for you. Thank you, sir. You guys got to take off outside. Please feel free to. Thanks for sharing the link, Wendy. Here he is, the king of peppers and storage stacking. The sarcastic storage stacker guy I've known now for a year. And I've only been on for a year, just over a year.
Thank you, sir. I hope it sounds good, guys. We got great. I don't even know if you're on this week. We're going to have you on next week, buddy. We're going to have you shout it out next week. I think you're on. I can't recall. I have to check. We've been following each other so long. I want to make sure I don't forget you. Sarcastic Storage Stacker is a show tomorrow morning, 9:30-ish. 9. Can you drop that, Sarcastic Storage Stacker? I should know it. I catch it every Sunday. Thanks, Brad, for coming back. I appreciate you being here, bud. Brad's went the account I was just telling earlier. 1 second. He has a bird fountain in the back, and in that bird fountain, you will find people coming from all over the world. I don't know how he gets them. I don't know how he does it. He's a case study, and I don't understand how it works. But he has a great channel, guys. And if you follow Brad, I guarantee you're going to come back to me and you're going to say, you're right. And I know I'm right. Brad, check out his channel, guys. We'll drop your link for you, Brad. Brad, 32 Vlogs Official. Great channel. And people that you'll never see anywhere else. It's like the Galapagos Islands, guys, with Darwin, right? You know, you go there and there are critters that are nowhere else. I was watching a helicopter fly over this one island. And the guy was saying, see those trees, those palms? They're only on that island. They don't exist anywhere else in the world. They're on that island, and that island might have been 100 yards away. Amazing. And it was 100 yards off the top of a stone ledge. That's it. Amazing. Uh-oh, they're hating on your dog? Tell them to bite it. Brad, always got haters, my man. I love my dogs. I never had a dog before. I'm like, how did I not have a dog? All I had was cats. Ike Eureka channel, welcome from Japan. Welcome you. We'll drop your link. Thank you so much for making the trip. This is a new subscriber as well, guys. Thanks for making the trip. One of the best moderators in the world will be here. The number one, share your link. And number two, hopefully you'll get a few follows out of this. Come back next Saturday. We do this every Saturday. We appreciate you making the journey. It's got to be early morning for you. Thanks, Sarcastic Storage Stacker. I appreciate it. Yeah, I am. We're just doing whatever, man. This is almost our third hour. And we're at 26 people in chat. It actually is going back up. I wasn't expecting more than 15 because it's holiday weekend, but you know, we're doing okay. One of the things I think that everyone appreciates here is they get to meet people that they know, and they get to say hi and all that. It's a good meeting place. It's kind of around the water cooler kind of thing, maybe a pub with some really good food and some beer. But I also think it's a nice place to meet a few people that are new. And we're getting, probably every week we get 10 or 20 new people coming in here. So that's what's keeping it growing, and the numbers are showing that. So thank you very much. It means a lot to me. Sarcastic Storage Stacker is a really good show, guys. His goal is, I think, 100,000 followers. He's going to get it. No doubt in my mind. He's crazy about it, too. And he is very entertaining. Sarcastic Storage Stacker, will drop your link again, bud. Thanks for being here. Rich and Leo will drop your link again, too. Thank you so much. Wicked Digger, dude, thanks for coming in. Wicked Digger's a staple in the detecting community and a whole bunch of different genres, guys. You will not only find him on metal detecting, you'll find him on prospecting, and you'll find him, there's one other genre I saw him on, magnet fishing. And what makes it nice about that is these people are a pretty tight-knit community, and they're pretty
strict, right? They like a certain group of people, and they're a good group of people themselves. So my point is, he's been around for a while, and he's just part of the community. A big supporter of so many channels. Wicked Digger, thanks so much for being in here today. If we could drop Wicked Diggers, I know someone's already on top of it. My moderators are so awesome here. I got the best of the best of the best in here. And I thank them every week because they're so awesome. They make this channel possible. We got Diana Graziosi. We've got Lloydie's dropping links. We've got Wendy, Southern Sewn and Grown. We've got Nez Lover. We've got Blistering Barnacles. Hey, let me just finish the thought here, Barnacles. Hey, Gandalf, welcome. We see here. Pretty grandma, the hottest grandma ever to work in a kitchen. Not only that, she's getting over a hurricane. Her and her family, or I think her husband and all that, are just really like super struggling with getting their house remodeled. It was devastated. Unbelievable. Great channel. I love her spirit, guys. You want to find a person that makes you smile. This lady is awesome in the kitchen. She was showing how to tile the other day, which I just got a kick out of because that's something that my whole family, all the women would do. Say, get out of the way, I'm going to show you how to do it. So I really appreciated that. That's awesome. I forgot what I was saying before that. The problem with old age. We were talking about moderators. And all the great moderators we got here. We have guys just incredible moderators. Gio Share, thanks for sticking around in here. I appreciate it. Old Man Thing Homestead, thanks for being here. Gandalf. Now Gandalf from the channels we don't mention, and for good reason. That's our hiding place, right? But Gandalf is one of the accounts that I get a kick out of all the time. It's just it's friendly banter, guys, and it's nothing but you bump into Simply Jan Homestead, Southern Sewn and Grown. There's a huge community of these people, and we just go and hide. It's awesome, and you just get to know people. And Gandalf's a really good person, guys. A great follow. We'll drop your link, Gandalf. It's a pleasure to have you here. Hey, no rush, no worries, pretty grandma. You can come in, just say hi and leave. You can do whatever you want to do. It's all good. We just appreciate you if you can even make it. Life is so busy, especially for you. You're repairing your house and all this stuff. And the poor woman was living out of a hotel room, and her dogs didn't know what was up or down. For a dog, that's like, life altering. And you can see Wicked Diggers going back and forth with a whole bunch of accounts. And you can see the recognition from Gio Share to Eika Rika channel in Japan. That's what we want to see, guys. Cross reference. 351, you're awesome, dude. Appreciate you. Lloyd's, appreciate you. Barnacles, appreciate you. Pretty Grandma, you rock. Hey guys, we need 2 more folks. Can we all go to B-Bagels? Let's drop the link. B-Higgles, let's send everyone over to B-Higgles if you're not over there. Make sure we watch your shorts. Watch 2 of them, guys, please. Leave a comment. Say you came from here. I don't say you came from the moon. I don't care. But let's get 10 people to go over there and get them way beyond 4,000. Brian Higgles is the one that did a podcast with me. He's a contributor to this channel and a friend of mine. He came and did a podcast about how to grow your channel. And if you haven't listened to it, look for the purple podcast thumbnail. And you'll be able to listen to it. This guy knows exactly what he's talking about, and he's accessible. B. Higgles is probably one of the fastest growing channels in the community that I hang around with. There's other huge channels, guys. But this guy is working the system, and he knows the system. You can listen to the podcast, but you can also go watch his work, which is a clinic in how to run a YouTube channel. So if you want to know a format to be successful, hard work, consistency, and producing good content, and there's a lot of stuff behind the scenes that he does too, and that's with search engine optimization and all that. Brian Higgles taught me more. By the way, Brian, if you notice, I have TubeBuddy now. I'm paying attention to SEO. I'm doing keywords. I'm doing hashtags because of you. And I wanted to let you know I'm turning person after person on to these things because of this. And I've had people that said right after this that they changed their path forward on YouTube and how they're presenting the videos because of your video. And again, guys, it is one of the key podcasts we did with Brian Higgles. We also did some of Ohio River history and Burpee Yoga Uncle about growing your channels. But Brian Higgles talks about the details. Ohio River talks about some of the details on how to work the details in making sure your videos get out there. And it works. I can verify it. I've done shorts, Brian. I gained 71,000 views and 200 subscribers in 2 weeks because of this. So what you said is a clinic on how to make it work. Thank you so much. Brian Higgles, you can share a link. We'll send people over to you and hit the 4,000 mark. Lance Macugay, appreciate you just showing, buddy. Adrian, thanks for coming, bud. I appreciate you. Adrian's a great channel to follow, very supportive. I saw him for the first time today, guys, probably this last week. It was a pleasure meeting him. I saw him in a live chat. Thank you so much for coming. We'll drop your link. Freelancing tips for beginners, Christy. I just caught her live today. By the way, she has one of the best channels if you're starting out and lost. If you're starting out and you think you know, Christy has a channel, Freelancing Tips for Beginners by Christy. She has one of the best channels. It's one of the most professional channels you have out there, and she has a whole archive of stuff. Not only that, she does stuff on cooking and stuff too, but she has a huge following that follows her, and those people are a huge family that network around the world, guys. Christy, you were shouted out this week on the video for your contribution to this channel. Thank you so much. Oh, I thought you said you're going to be at 4, right? Sorry, I thought you said you were going to be at 4. Whoop. Anyway, just know, Brian, I incorporated all the stuff that we talked about, and it's taken a while for me to get up and going, but you're right. It's I'm slowly but surely putting cards in and stuff at the end and linking. I'm not doing it everyone, but I'm doing it more consistently, and I'm finding a path forward with it that makes sense. Because of you, by the way. Here you go, guys. Here you go. This is a guy that knows his analytics better than anyone. I remember asking him a question, and I was a fool for doing it. I said something, he goes, no, that's not true. This is it. And he was exactly right. It was how you looked at the analytics. It was totally, he knows his analytics. Read what he said. Almost 700 videos posted. Best, most viewed, longest view durations are videos over 30 minutes. Isn't that fascinating? So guys, what would you attribute that to, Brian? Would you attribute to the quality of your videos? Number one, I think, is because of what you've been producing, because of the dig sites that you've been on. I think that, would you attribute it to the quality of the video, or is it anything else that you could think of? Wow, here's one for a sarcastic storage stacker. I put up regular videos, 10 to 15 minutes twice a week, and do 10 shorts every day. 10 shorts a day. I only am at 5 shorts, guys. And it's miraculous what they do. Now, it's a waste of time if you're looking for money, but I don't really want followers, but I'm toying with it. And I'm toying with a lot of stuff, and it's amazing to see what hits versus doesn't. Oh, there you go, barnacles. What did you rock, dude? Hey, Solo Texan, guys. He makes bring a smile to me. Solo and I go back to a whole bunch of different chats, and we just gotten to know each other, and it's just such a pleasure. The banter back and forth, guys. Solo Texan Adventure is just awesome. We'll drop your link for you, Solo. Thanks so much for coming. And I want to thank you for showing up here and hanging out with us a little bit. We do this every Saturday. The video that is played in the background here comes out at 2:30 on Monday. It's the shout-out video. I do a premiere and I let it play for 9 hours. It repeats every 20 minutes or so. Don't let that bother you. The whole thing that's important with it all is that I get watch hours out of it, and also the people watch it for a first hour. And I'll usually get people to watch it for an hour or so. Anyway, thank you so much for being here. Solo Texas Adventures. Great account to follow, guys. If you're not following them already, and many in the fishing community are, check them out. Thanks so much. Diana, thanks so much for all your help. I appreciate it. I really do. You know, this is my promise to Whispering. Hey, Whispering, I'm going to go and do a purge, a run through on your channel. I see you on so many different things, and I've been on your channel one time or two or three times, I think. It just doesn't give it worthy. I have that written on my notes here. I promise to do that. Here you go. Here's some interesting stuff. Drain Lake, 34-minute video, 96,800 views, 13,800 watch hours, 423 subs. He made $212 on it, guys. Never would have happened with the 5-minute video. There you go. There's your answer. So, I mean, I think I need to improve the quality of my videos, right? I admitted that because I put them in a 5 out of 10. And Ryan's videos, if you go watch that video, guys, you're going to see, you know, you can read about how to do stuff, but if you go look at how to do stuff, go watch that video. Click or copy and paste that, set it in your notes of your phone, or in an email and send it to yourself, or put it in your clipboard, and go watch that. Use it for like an idea and say, listen, what could I do differently on my videos? Maybe it's how you set it up. Maybe it's your pre-shots, your post-shots. I don't know. Go watch that video. I watched it twice, I think. And you need to make a determination on what you can take out of that video. Remember, what are the 3 things that you could do in your own video, right? The 3 techniques or the things that you need to do in your video that you're not. Be a critical thinker on your work. Thanks, Brian. Okay, here we go. Sarcastic Storage Stackers, 12. That's how come I'm thinking it earlier, right? Okay, it's 12 p.m. Eastern Standard, which is 12 p.m. Eastern Standard, which is 9 a.m. where I'm at. So, hey guys, Sarcastic Storage Stacker show is at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time tomorrow. Check it out. You're going to love that show, guys. Just say we sent you so he knows where you came from. if you can, and then he'll know. But Sarcastic Storage Stacker, he talks about how to bid on these things, and it's really kind of a cool thing, and he makes money. Sometimes he rolls in it, sometimes he doesn't roll in it, but he seems to, number one, he loves what he does. Number two, he makes some money on it, and he's got it down to a format that makes it fun. And he does crazy stuff too. Mom Shifini, thanks for being here. Hema, you were shouted out this week as a contributor, and a thank you for being a supporter of the channel. Hema Art, just congratulations on over 1,000 hours. Now we got to get you your watch hours. How many watch hours do you have? Any idea? Because we could talk about how to do some silent lives and stuff to make videos for you. I've got a video I can send you that's 9 hours long. Totally off genre for you, by the way. But then again, who cares? I've got 2,500 views on this 9-hour video. Cool, Rasta. There you go. Barnacles, you're right. Thanks for dropping Hema Art. So it was B. Higgles looking for the 4,000. If you haven't been to B. Higgles, let's get out there and make it happen, guys. Let's support him. You got to go watch his podcast and also go look at the video he's talking about. It's kind of like a clinic in how to do it. He'll tell you how to do it, and then you can watch him do it. Patty Fish, you mentioned I think last week. Thank you so much for dropping links. I had some problems with the video. There you go. Character. I was telling you how Diana Grossi goes, how important she is. This testament right here by Lloydie says everything you need to know. Lloydie is going through hell right now, and Diana has been there through thick and thin. And you can't have people better than you. Guys, you can't. You can't have people better than you. Thanks for sharing that. That's all right, Patty. Put your spork down. You can't eat dinner when you're watching my show. No way. Hope you're enjoying it. Hope you're having a great dinner. Man, got a good group in here, guys. Ace Turper, thanks for sticking around. Patty Fish, you rock. Blistering Barnacle, boom, baby. 351, still hanging around. My wife can't even handle me this much. Downtown Ernie Brown, back. Oh, he's watching deer out of his window. Weren't you out hunting those things the other, 6 months ago? I think I remember Chrissy monitoring you from inside the window, and you were outside hunting or something. Welcome. Ernie Brown's welcome in any town. Gandalf, thanks for sticking around. Congratulations, Rasta. That's awesome news, man. Thanks for sharing the link, Diana. No problem, buddy. Yeah, he's on fire, man. His account, he's working it though, man. I want to tell you, that doesn't come. You can't. It's his field. You can grow, but it takes. You can see the amount of work that Brian Higgles puts in. I mean, it's epic to see how much work he has to put in, guys. And I'm going to tell you, if you think you're going to make all these people, I'm going to get 3,000 followers, I'm going to do it in no time at all. It's not going to happen. You've got to go out and put in the work. Slimlet, welcome, bud. Welcome to Slimlet. We'll drop your link for you. Good seeing you here. Slimlet's the guy I met through Jared, King TV. And I've met him a few other times on other, I might have met him on Nez's, and I think I met him on, I'm drawing a blank. Sorry about that, but Slimlet, welcome to the channel. We'll drop your link. Guys, Slimlet's a great account to check into. He's always participating in live and stuff, and you'll enjoy it. I think he's in paranormal and stuff like that as well. What am I at? I don't even know what I'm at. I don't even know what I'm at. Am I getting close? Slim, if you stick here and you work for probably a half hour every day, every Saturday, you'll see the number grow. It'll start growing, and then if you go to those people, I guarantee you that number will start growing up pretty quickly. If I could make a mention, I'm suggesting to everyone that they go do 2 shorts on the channel. Leave a comment, thumbs up, and then go save a video, a short video for watch later, put it on a playlist, play it at the end of the week, and then go to the comment and saying on that video saying, I'm following through to make sure our connection sticks. Please come by my channel this week so we can make sure that we stick. And what happens is I found about 60% of the time the connection did not stick. So I found it through the playlist, and it helped. Now you can have a track of where that goes, and then when you go back that next time, you follow another video to watch the next time, and it'll stick. I found that the second time you do that, it sticks. Wendy just dropped your link, Slimlet. Thank you so much for coming. We'll make sure a few people visit you guys. Let's check out Slimlet. Iron Antlers was on my video last week for accounts I visit weekly. It's not true. I make it out there every 2 weeks, and I always make it out there late for a show, and then I have to watch it afterwards. Watching a live show afterwards, but he was really funny because he had Brock and Magnafisher on. I think they were. I was dying. They were going back and forth. I've never seen in all the time Iron Antlers. His head went down laughing, and they were talking. Someone was making fun of him. Anyway, it was a lot of fun. Iron Antler has a great show, great family on his channel, and you're gonna love him, guys. Salt of the earth guy, real simple, a good person. Iron Antlers. We're gonna drop your link. I call him Antlers on all the chats. I see him around everywhere, guys. Very well respected. This is a guy, when you follow him, you're never going to regret it. He does a live. He does some videos as well where he magnafishes off of bridges. And the stuff this guy finds, I'm amazed that there's still anything left in the waterway. But he comes back and he finds it again. It's amazing. Thanks for dropping by, Iron Antler. You were on last week's video, by the way, as I said, accounts that I visit weekly, as well as Brian Higgles. And guys, when you follow someone, please leave a comment and a thumbs up. Thumbs up, I don't even know if it matters. They say it does. Who knows? But you have to leave a comment, otherwise they don't know, and it's definitely going to get bounced if you don't have a comment. Hey, Mom Shifi, thanks for sticking around. Ralph, that's good. There's a lot of good longer videos. Um, One guy told me that my pepper video with the 20 ghost peppers was the best. He doesn't watch videos. He loved that video. He said he actually told his whole chat to go over there. And I got 10 people by him just going and telling people to come to my channel and watch the video. So it does have an impact if the videos are good. I didn't particularly think that video was sensational, but it had duration, and I was 25 or 24, whatever, 23, who knows, who cares. But my whole point is that they did come in and they enjoyed it a lot. So I agree with you. I think it really depends on if you've met the criteria when you're done with your video. It's good, right? No, you're not late, Steve. No, you're not late. We were just making fun of you anyway. So, yeah, we were all talking about, did you see Steve? He hasn't showed up yet. Steve's kind of a slacker. Steve, welcome. If you just make it here, that's okay, my man. Just appreciate you showing up, my man. Thanks for coming. Appreciate it. Steve from Wyoming, the guy you're going to see everywhere, guys. We'll drop you a link for you, Steve. Thanks for coming in. And no, you're not late. You're never late. You showed up, and even if you can't show up, we know you're here with us. You're always a supporter, and I appreciate you. Hey, Surfer, you have a great night. Thanks for coming and hanging out with us. Listen, yeah, I know we're going to bump into each other, man. It's a pleasure to have you here, and I know it'll be a pleasure next time we bump into each other. Thanks so much for everything, and I appreciate you coming and joining us. Diana, thanks for all you're doing. Hey, Rasta, no problem, bud. Thanks a lot. No problem, Hema. See if I can make it to the end. Hey, Mary. How you doing, Mary? Mary is probably one of the toughest women ever. And the heart, I would just say it, very sarcastic, and we all love her and know her. In the entire metal community, magnet fishing community, Mary is so well known. I don't think she makes videos. But I have an autistic stepson. She has an autistic son. And but anyway, my point is she's a wonderful woman and a huge supporter, guys. If you want to find someone that's a supporter for you and she likes your content, this is Mary's going to be wonderful. Thanks so much for coming here. I appreciate it. We'll drop you a link for you. Maybe get a few people to come out and visit you. The more you show up, a ton of people will come visit you. A lot of people coming through here. Thanks for coming. Hey, John Holiday, good afternoon. Hope you're doing well. Good evening, depending on the part of the world you're coming from. I think you might be on the East Coast, if I remember right, PA or something like that. Anyway, John has a great channel. He had some car stuff. I remember that when I was watching it. He does some fishing stuff too, I think. But he loves cars, and so do I. So I always wish I could repair the classics and then rebuild them and frame off. I think that may be something I get into. Guys, I'm going to let this play for another 10 minutes. Until that time, we're going to let this run off. I'm going to give you another 10 minutes, guys. And I'm going to put the whole video on camera. I'm going to let you guys say goodbye to each other, the moderators, all the moderators today. You were amazing. Thank you. I'm going to go through the list and make sure I include everyone on next week's moderators to thank. Each and every one of the moderators in here every single week. You come in, if you can make it, that's great. But I want to tell you the difference you make for me is knowing that the channel is safe, that the people get their links shared, that this is a fun channel, and it's because of the work you guys put in. All of you. Thank you so much. Guys, I'm going to let the video play in the background. We'll let it go. We're going to shut this down at 4:20. Okay, I want to give you a chance to say goodbye. Awesome.